Alright, I think we are live. Hello
Yes.
everyone. Good evening to you. Let's just put the chat here in for a moment. Alright, welcome back everyone to another live stream from Tabletop Kingdom. We're going to do another Star Wars Legion battle report. This time we're going to play a little bit more a narrative game. So we have decided to play a scenario from the Crashed Escape Pod expansion. And to really stay the theme of the era, we also decided that we really wanted to play a classic Rebels versus Empire match. So I brought my Empire today. Mattijs, you brought your Rebels today.
Yep.
We also both built a very thematic list just with things we thought were fun, things that we haven't deployed before or maybe only once before. I really can't wait to start, honestly. I'm really excited for this one. So let's take a quick look at the table, let's take a quick look at our armies and then get started right away.
Yeah, let's switch the camera.
Yeah.
We're gonna show you the scenario we're gonna play first.
Alright, so I'm here, we have the big camera set up.
Alright. Unplug this cable here,
Yeah.
hopefully everything stays live. So, we're gonna start out here with the deployment zone. So Frank is the blue player, so he had to set up in 3 different areas over there. And he can take a look at the 3 objective tokens beforehand. I was the red player, so I have a slightly bigger deployment zone, and everything gets a scout 1 move except for my heavy choices. The mission is extract the droids. There will be at the end of the turn a escape pod crashing somewhere on the table, on one of the 3 spots marked on the table, with both C3PO and R2D2 next to it, and we have to try to claim that and actually get it in our deployment zone for bonus victory points. And the condition card is crash landing, which tells us that it will arrive on turn 1, and then it has like a giant explosion of range 2 with impact 1 and a rainbow of dice, so I'm quite scared of that one.
It's a really big blast.
Frank already knows where it will be, so I'm gonna hand over the camera to Frank. And Frank, say hi to Frank, everyone.
Hello everyone. Hello.
And Frank can show his army and where he deployed.
Alright, so my army, let's start all the way over here with my general. As you probably read in the story already, that was on the live stream a little bit before, I brought General Veers. And what I give to General Veers today is aggressive tactics, so we can give a few surge tokens to a few other units. He has strict orders, so we don't want to be dealing with a whole lot of suppression. And I also want to try out this one, the electro binoculars, so he can even give more aim tokens to other units. Next to that, we have the legendary bounty hunter Boba Fett. He also has quite not very surprising upgrades. So he has recon intel, which I decided at final to not trigger it. And he has hunter as well, so he gets very dangerous at hunting characters. We also gave him the offensive push card this time, so he can exhaust his card to get an aim token to get better shots out of his attack. And of course the classic emergency stims is going for a comeback in this match. Alright, and for the trooper choices, it's not very surprising probably, but we have 4 stormtrooper units all with just a DLT. Alright, and next to that, surprise surprise, we also bring 2 speeder bikes. And last but not least, I'm really looking forward to try out this guy. We have a dewback rider, and I decided to give him the T21 blaster rifle, which is a rifle that shoots with critical 2. So I'm really surprised to see how that's going to work. And we have a comms jammer on there just to try it out as well, and he has tenacity to make him even more scarier in close combat. And that's it for my list.
Yeah, and where are you on the table? That's probably...
Yep, so on my table, first of all, as we already told you guys, me as the Empire player, or as the blue player, I already know which of these 3 objective tokens that you see, one over here, you see one over there, and one over there. I know at which token the crashed escape pod is going to drop. So I have a little edge in this match, but my units are deployed in the following way. So I put a speeder bike unit all the way on the left side, and I also put a speeder bike unit all the way here on the right side. So they're really trying to be flanking units in this match. I decided to split my trooper units a little bit, so I also deployed a stormtrooper unit here on the left side with the speeder bikes. Then here on the center you have the other two stormtrooper units that are just helping General Veers and his mighty Dubek rider out in the middle. And we also have another flanking unit of stormtroopers on the right side, along with the legendary bounty hunter Boba Fett, who is also in between there. And then of course, like you also already saw before, Mr. Veers is also in the center together with the Dubek rider to just help those guys out in the middle, and they always have a chance to sort of make adjustments and movement to either go to the left or to the right. And that's for my deployment.
Alright.
So when I go over yours?
Yep.
Alright, I'm going to give you the camera.
Alright, so I've brought for you guys the following list. As my commander, it is Cassian Andor himself with his E288 CFE pistol configuration and Hunter. Next to him is Sabine with the Darksaber, the Whip and Tenacity. We've got the Land Speeder with a medium blaster, a rifle gunner and an outer rim jockey. 2 ETRTs with rotary cannons. 2 units of Rebel veterans with the CMO/93 Trooper and an astromech. 1 unit of Rebel veterans without a heavy weapon but just an astromech. And a medium blaster. So I'm really trying to keep all my vehicles alive.
Alright.
The speeder is here all the way in the corner. Hopefully so not his entire army can shoot a bit in one turn. We've got some veterans with their heavy weapon over here, nicely tucked behind the barricades. ATRT also seeking some cover over here. Sabine and Cassian, all both hiding out of sight over here. Some veterans with a heavy weapon, an ATRT nicely behind that wall so you can get some cover, and a unit of rebels. And the table, we have this Tatooine abandoned or overrun village, probably by Tusken Raiders, with a small Tusken Raider huts over here, and a crash TIE fighter, freshly crashed I think because it's still smoking. So we're going to switch the cameras,
yeah.
And we're going to start. For the command cards, it's also interesting. Frank played played Maximum Firepower, and I played Symbol of Rebellion.
Cool.
So that means Frank has the initiative.
Yeah. Alright. So the first thing we're going to do, of course, is issue our orders. So my command card says General Veers, which means General Veers is the only one getting an order token this round.
And I'm already 10 steps ahead of you. I already placed my order.
And the rest is going into the bag. So let's show it up. Alright, are you ready, Mattijs?
Yes, born ready.
Alright, let's go. Alright, so General Veers, his first action is going to be use the spotter ability. And thanks to the binoculars, he now has 3 aim tokens he can give to other people.
Yep.
So I'm going to start by giving this unit of stormtroopers an aim token. I'm going to start by giving the Dewback an aim token. And I'm going to start giving this stormtrooper unit over here an aim token. And that was action number 1. Action number 2, let me see what he can already see, is he's going to slightly move a bit. He's going to move through his own trooper units to this side of the barricade.
Yep.
And thanks to his command card, he can now make an attack action. So he has an attack of 4 red dice, and his target will be the rebel veteran unit that's hiding behind the blaster over here.
Yep.
So he's going to try and blast those guys in the face.
Alright.
So let's see what happens. Alright, so I rolled 3 hits and 1 search icon. And I believe he searches to crits.
Let us check here.
Yeah,
he does.
So he searches to crits, which means this search icon gets to be converted into a crit. Alright, so for people who don't know Legion, in the next step we're going to see if the target has heavy cover. So you are behind the barricades.
Yep.
And that's heavy cover. And heavy cover means that you get to remove 2 hits. Regular hits, so no critical hits, which means you still have 1 critical and 1 normal hit to defend.
Alright, so well, veterans roll white die. And they both blank out, so that means 2 guys dead. Okay, that's not the greatest start of the game.
Yeah. Alright, and so the other thing is whenever someone rolls a hit in an attack, you get a suppression token. And suppression tokens, we'll get to those in a bit, you'll see what happens once we get there. And then I will flip his token face down to show that General Fierce is activated.
So we have a trooper unit, so I'm gonna measure some ranges, see if anything is already in range, which they are, I think. They aren't.
And I also forgot a little thing, if you don't mind, Mattijs, is my aggressive tactics, which means General Veers gets a search token, which he can use to boost his attack or his defense.
I'm really not liking these big open fields here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate the unit that, sorry guys, that's over here. And I'm going to roll a die to see if it loses its suppression.
Alright, so what happens now, he needs to roll 1 dice for each suppression token. And if you roll an icon, doesn't matter which icon, you get to remove that many suppression tokens. So he gets to remove 1 of the suppression tokens, which means he hasn't any suppression left, so he does not get suppressed.
This changes something. Maybe now I can get some range. So I'm gonna grab. Let's see how far I can get with my sergeant. Get into range. Yeah, that should be a problem. So my sergeant moves up a little bit over here. To move a little bit in coherency.
Alright, so.
And time to start blasting.
So you move these guys a little bit forward.
Yep.
Yeah, and what's going to be your target?
The dewback.
The dewback.
So the heavy weapon rolls 4 white die. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I've got only 2 other troopers left. And obviously the astromech doesn't shoot or contribute any die. So here we go.
See what happens.
That's terrible.
That's
only 1 hit.
It could have been a lot better.
Yeah,
and I also have armor 1, so my dewback is so far so safe. However, we did roll 1 hit, which means I also get a suppression with my dewback. Alright.
Yes, there you go.
So I don't have any face-up order tokens on the table, which means I will have to draw from the back at random. So I'm very curious what's going to happen here. So I just drew Boba Fett, the one and only. That's quite sooner than I had hoped for. Alright, so Boba Fett, what's your plan here, buddy? So this is a unit that already activated. You still have an ATRT right here. This is a unit of rebel veterans, right?
Yeah, they're all veterans here.
So
only the best to save these droids.
Before I do anything stupid, let me first see if I can do some pre-measurements here. Oh, sorry.
I like that you said before I do something stupid. Implying you are going to do something stupid. I like it.
Mr. Boba Fett, let me see what your gear is again. You have a range 1 to 2 or 1 to 3 weapons. Search to crit, sharpshooter 2. That's a lot of keywords there, boy. Yeah, alright, so I'm going to use the first action to move.
Yes.
And he's going to use his jump ability, so he's going to jump over the speeder bikes.
Yep.
And then he's going to end up there.
Okay.
Alright, for his second action, he's going to move again. Sorry, this was open terrain.
Yep, it was.
So he's now going to jump just in the edge here because it is area terrain. And he's just for now going to just sit there.
Waiting to get blasted to bits by the rebels. We have an ATRT. So I'm gonna take a look here, which this ATRT does. Is able to see Boba Fett. The other one isn't in range to anything, so I'm gonna activate this one up over here. It already sees Boba Fett. It does have cover. Double check. Yeah, it does have cover from the ruin. So my first action is going to take an aim. Yeah. An aim, and then start blasting. So Boba Fett, you're gonna get it now. The dice aren't really hot for me today.
Maybe it's because my dice.
Yeah, I have to change that quite quickly. I'm gonna use my aim token to reroll 2 die. And that doesn't do anything either because it's in heavy cover. Man!
Yeah. Alright, because it's heavy cover, you get to remove those 2 hits. But you did roll a hit, so you also get suppression. Just for the chat and the people watching at home, the bounty Boba Fett has, by the way, is on Cassian Andor.
Okay.
Since he's your big general, so he's going for Cassian. Alright, my turn is another token from the bag, so let's see what we pull here.
Yep.
We have a support unit, so I can either activate my dewback or I can activate my speeder bikes. And since this flank here is quite already activated, I think it's a smart thing to activate the speeder bikes over here. So the speeder bikes have a rule which is called Speeder 1, which means they also need to make a compulsory move. So they will have to, first before they activate, they need to make a move at full speed, which is speed 3. So let's say they are moving forward. There we go. And then I need to put this guy in cohesion, which is a speed 1 template. And he needs to have the same facing as the leader. So let's put him into the area terrain. And their first action, actually, because this was a compulsory move, so their first action will be to take an aim token.
Yes.
So I'm going to aim at the leader, and then I'm going to make an attack.
Yep.
And I do believe those guys have impact 1. They do. So I'm going to try and punch some damage in your ATRT already.
Sounds like a solid plan.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to grab their dice, which is 1 white dice, 1 black dice, and 1 red dice for each speeder bike, which means I get 2 white dice, 2 black dice, and 2 red dice. And yeah, once again, on your ATRT.
Yep.
Alright, so those are some better rolls than you did, Mattijs.
Of course they are, no surprise here.
I'm going to spend the aim, I might as well, to re-roll that 1 white dice.
Yep.
Which is still a blank. Alright, so we can remove that blank. You do have cover.
Yep.
That means 2 of these regular hits gets removed. I have impact 1, which means I can turn 1 of these normal hits to a critical hit. So we have 2 critical hits, and then your people is armored, right?
Yep.
Which means all normal hits gets cancelled. So which means you have to defend 2 critical hits.
Alright, alright. I have these mighty white defense rolls that the rebels have. And I managed to block 1. Nice! That is 1 wound for the ATRT. So, you take a wound token and I'm gonna put it down there.
Hello there, who is that? Mr. Ace Sky, hello!
And then I'm
Thank you for watching.
Grab a token, and the token is going to be a trooper unit. These troopers are still pretty much out of range, but these guys over here though, they are in range now because everything starts moving close to them. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to use a free action with my droids to repair my ATRT a little bit.
Sounds good.
So this one gets removed and we put onto the astromech.
Yeah, droids doing their work.
Yeah, that's why I brought them. Now the only question remains, do we going to shoot the speeder bikes or are we going to shoot Boba Fett? Both have, Boba Fett has heavy cover because he has a suppression token and light cover. So that means I'm going to do the speeder bikes. I'm going to fire at the speeder bikes. So first action is going to be an aim. There we go. And then we're gonna start shooting. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's actually a good point out from Salim. It would have actually been Impact 2 because they are two separate guns with Impact 1. So that would have been sacked.
Ooh.
Thank you for pointing it out, thank you.
Shall I roll a defense die for that?
No, that's okay.
No, are you sure?
Yeah, that's sure.
Okay.
Next time.
Next time.
My dice rolls are already good enough, so.
That's true. Alright, so here we go. A nice. So for those guys. I'm going to definitely use my aim tokens. The dice are finally warming up a little bit for me over here. So I'm going to reroll these 2 dice over here. There you go.
Yeah, so that's on the speeder bike, right?
On the speeder bike.
So 2 of those hits get removed because I do have light cover, but I also have speeder 1.
Do you use the vehicle rules for cover or?
Repulsed vehicle, I thought it was area terrain, right?
Oh, decided to that. Okay,
Yep.
yeah, fine. Okay, yep. There you move to. Sorry about that.
No,
I
that's
thought it was a.
So, still 4 hits left, which is very dangerous. Alright, so let's see what happens here. Block nothing.
Nice. That's what you get for shooting at my rebels.
Exactly. So this is the leader, so he gets destroyed, and the leader still has 2 wounds remaining.
Take that.
Alright, so let's see what we get from the bag. So we have another support unit. So we can either activate our do-bag or we can activate another speeder bike unit. Let's go with the do-bag. So he has a suppression token, so let's see if we maybe can shake that off. He does, so he gets rid of that suppression token.
Just the flash wounds.
Alright, so the next step is the action phase. So he has 2 actions. What's he going to do first? He's going to, let me see how far he gets with range 1. Alright, so you have gun. How much wounds does your gun platform have, Mattijs?
I want to say 3.
You want to say 3?
I want to say a whole lot more than 3, but I'm afraid it's only 3. Yeah, it's only 3.
Yeah, alright, so and he is still he still has to activate, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
He does.
Alright, so I'm not going to use spur. What spur is I could give my do-bag 1 suppression token to increase his speed by 2.
Yep.
I'm just going to move once.
Yep.
And I have the rule reposition, if I'm correct. Yep, so he can, after a move, do a little bit of reposition. And then he is going to use Relentless. So he's going to trigger his attack.
Yep.
Which is 1, 2, 3, 4 dice.
Yeah.
With critical 2.
Ooh.
And he's going to shoot at your gun platform.
This is sort of scary, man.
Ooh! 2 surges and 1 crit.
Ooh.
So you might as well spend an 8. So he's going to aim for the last.
Oh man.
This is crazy. Okay, sorry. So he has critical 2, which means this gets to be 2 crits as well. So I have 4 crits. That's crazy.
That is crazy. And that is the one extra hit that does it. It just blows away my medium blaster in
Yep.
1 shot. There you go.
So I did spend that aim token. And this was actually just 1 action because he used Relentless.
Yep.
So the second action will be to give him a dodge.
Man, oh man, that hurts. And there we go. Oh, not show it. We've got a land speeder. The land speeder has also a compulsory move of speed 2. So he's going to move from here to here.
I know it's weird right now to see an empty window, but we have big plans for the window. Maybe some future Star Wars cutouts or anything, so keep an eye out.
Move like this. Slightly around the corner here and start sniping off these speeder bikes over here. So, let me see what does this guy bring for his guns. Let me grab this one, see if he's within range 2. Okay, so he's within range 2. He has arsenal 3, so I can fire all 3 my weapons, which is 4 white die and 4 black die.
That's scary.
On the bikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, these 4 die already with all the critical hits for their entire game. So I'm not gonna roll those.
Or you should have.
I should have. And I probably should have taken an action. No, I didn't move. Yeah, so 1 critical hit on the speeder bike.
Speeder bikes, alright. So can this crazy speeder bike do some crazy evasive maneuvers? Nope. So he gets a wound.
Yep.
That's 1 wound for the non-leader speeder bike. Alright, so then it's my activation next.
Yes.
So we get to pull another one from the bag, which this time is a trooper unit. So that's actually the first trooper unit I get to activate. Well, stormtrooper unit. Alright, so let's go with this group of stormtroopers over here.
Yep.
So they are going to do some pre-measuring first, which is all quite far away. So they're probably just going to move upwards. So these guys are going to move once, and then they're going to move probably twice. They could get into terrain. What's their range? Or they could try to shoot one of those guys in heavy cover. No, I'm going to move twice, so they're going to move into the area terrain.
Yep. That's a nice quick turn. Let's see who is next. A trooper unit. Yeah, I'm not so happy about that because I don't think anything is in range. Nor will they be able to get into range. Well, maybe these guys. Just have to check some measurement stuff. Because those rebels do like them cover. So just gonna pop into range here. Then I'm gonna put the rest of the guys. Oh, this one doesn't have this one without a heavy weapon. I was searching for my heavy weapon, but I remember this is the unit without the heavy weapon. So I can search quite a long time before finding that heavy weapon. So there we go. They're just gonna shoot at some stormtroopers over there.
Okay. What stormtroopers are the unlucky ones?
The only ones that are in range.
Yeah.
So they moved and they're gonna fire their blasters. Man, I'm definitely gonna next stream we're gonna use my dice because this is terrible.
Outrageous. It's probably because I'm playing Empire once again.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
They do get a suppression, however, because you did roll a hit, so they are maybe suppressed. So let me pull another token from the back, see what happens. Alright, so I have a trooper unit. So let me go right ahead and activate those guys you just shot at.
Yep.
So they're going to rally first, see if they can shake off that suppression. They do, of course.
Oh, this is not going well. Well.
It's some imperial discipline right here.
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
So you shot at me at range 3, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Alright, you know, I'm going to do a little movement here. So, let's see, you still have that gun platform over there. Sabine and Mr. Cassian are also still hiding out somewhere. Sure, let's do a little bit of a movement.
Yeah.
You also have that ATR to left, right? Yeah.
Remove these deployment zone markers actually, because we don't need those anymore.
Alright, so yeah, I'm going to move over the barricade so I get a speed reduced by 1 because it's difficult. So they're moving once. And let's start and take some cover behind these rocks here.
I've got getting a strange feeling that
Yes.
there is an escape pod heading to the center of the board.
Do you think so now?
Yeah, all those units moving towards the center. It feels like we're gonna see a drop over there. Alright, let's see who is next. We have another
Could be a big
trooper.
gimmick, Mattijs.
Yeah.
It's my poker face.
It's a trooper unit, which is the last heavy weapon team. Now it doesn't have any targets whatsoever. So we need to get to that objective. So I only just for my repositions after you move, or before you move, you can also.
You can choose. You can do reposition is either before or after performing a move action or a standard move.
Yeah.
You get to choose if you want to reposition yes or not.
Okay, and then we're gonna go for before.
Yeah.
He has a full pivot, so he gonna pick up his little gun.
And move once. Yeah.
Move once.
And move again.
And move twice. There we go. Alright.
Cool. Alright. So let me pull another token from the bag.
Yes.
And we have a trooper unit, which means more stormtroopers. Let's see what these guys can do. So not at range 3. But that's okay. I'm going to activate these stormtroopers over here. They're going to use a move action, and they're also going to fall over that that piece of terrain here, the barricade.
Yeah.
So he's going to end up here next to the Mighty Do bag.
Yes.
Let's put these guys into cohesion. Alright. And then they're going to do an attack action on the unit of rebels over here.
Yep.
So they can all at least see one wall, so they are all able to die. And it's still a full unit. So 4 regular stormtroopers and a DLT, which is 2 red dice.
Yes.
They also have an aim token. Alright, so I rolled 3 hits and 3 blanks. So I'm going to spend my aim token to re-roll 3 dice, and I can re-roll 3 dice because my stormtroopers have precise 1.
Yes.
Which means you can, up to the value of precise, you can roll that many extra dice with an aim token. So normally it's 2, but stormtroopers can re-roll 3 of them. And that gets me an extra hit. You do still have, however, heavy cover.
Yeah.
So you get to remove 2
Two of them out of there.
And which means the DLT punches through.
Let us see them. That means we are down to a unit leader and an astromech.
And that astromech is going to do it.
Definitely.
He's the one who's going to win the match.
He's gonna save his other astromech body later on.
Yep, and they also get a suppression token as well.
Yep. And then we have a ATRT. And I don't think he has range to anything. So he has to move a little bit, which is going to.
So maybe for the people at home, interesting question. How are you guys killing your quarantine time with Legion? Are you playing on TTS? Are you painting your army? Are you thinking about starting Legion? Let us know as well.
So like this. And I think I should be in range of these pesky bikes. So we're gonna shoot the bikes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Not my bikes!
Yes.
Alright.
Oh man, 1 crit.
Alright.
I really have to change these dice. This is getting ridiculous over here.
I did not block it, however, so I get another wound from those bikes. So 2 wounds on the non-leader speeder bike. Alright, let me pull another token from the back, see what happens.
Yeah.
So we have a last support unit, which means the speeder bikes. So first step, compulsory move. I do not have a choice there. So I need to go forward. Alright, so moving up. Put this one behind here. He has 2 wounds.
Yep.
And first action is going to be an aim.
Yeah.
Second action will be an attack on your ATRT.
Yes.
To get some revenge. Alright, so this time we do not forget we have impact 2 rather than 1. So this is my dice pool, here we go.
Yep.
Alright, so this is a lot worse than I've rolled before.
Still way better than I've rolled
way
before.
better than you rolled before. So I get to remove these 2 because I only have 1 aim token, so I get to re-roll these 2. So 4 hits in total. You do not have cover, but you are armored, however.
Yep.
Which means I now can trigger my impact 2, which means I can convert 2 hits to crits. So, which means we have 2 crits and armor cancels the normal hit.
Yep.
So we have 2 hits remaining.
And that's nothing. So 2 wounds on my ATRT. There we go, 2 wounds.
2 wounds on your ATRT.
Yes.
Not too bad.
No, that's quite impressive, I think. We have still 1 unit that needs to activate from you, right? 1 unit of stormtroopers over there with the int token. Cassian Endor, the last guy standing, because these guys died. Okay, Cassian, what are you going to do?
What are you going to do, Cassian?
What are you able to do? Not a whole lot this turn, I am afraid. Let me see. He does get an aim token after he moves.
Yeah.
Let us see where he can. I can imagine I can move through the smoke clouds.
You can, absolutely.
But then I'm.
You get 1 unblockable window.
Sounds fair. So I think. Yeah, I move out in the open. I can shoot, but that will probably mean I'm going to die next turn. So maybe I have to move. That is an option. Oh, so many options! Yeah, I'm afraid I have to take big risks this game because we are dying pretty quickly at the moment. So I'm just going to move here within the crates.
Awesome. So, let me grab another token from the bag.
Surprise,
surprise! It's the last one, and the last trooper unit. Alright, so these stormtroopers over here, it's their time to go to work.
Yep.
Let's see
Work,
some ranges here. work. So they just slightly out of range for you with that ATRT.
That is my mighty
Planning all along.
Yeah.
Alright, so they're just going to move a little bit forward. So the leader is going to stand here. We're going to put these guys in cohesion. And I don't want to waste an aim token, so I was sort of doubting if I want to do a second move. But let's use that aim token and shoot at your ATRT.
Not the ATRT?
Yes, so alright, so unfortunately he has a little bit of a line going through the crate, so you have light cover.
Yep.
But I'm feeling comfortable enough to still shoot you in the face. Alright, so a full squad of stormtroopers.
Yep.
With an aim token. Alright, that's not too bad. We got 1 natural crit. We got a hit, we got a search, which is fine as well. So, which means we have a nice reroll 3 dice game.
Yep.
And still 3 blanks, alright. So you do have light cover, which means first of all I get to convert this to a normal hit. You have light cover, we get to move that one. And I have impact 1 because of the DLT. So I get to convert this in a crit.
Another 2. That is another 2 wounds, that means he's already injured.
Is he now?
Ooh. This is going bad.
I think we'll have to grab the manual for a moment.
Yeah, you can roll a red die.
Yeah.
And I will check for you what the result is.
Alright, so your vehicle is blank.
He is blank. Disabled. It gains a disabled token. It cannot reverse and must spend 2 actions to perform a single move. Alright. Let me find that little token. There we go. There we go. No more those for me, so that means it's Sabine's activation. I'm gonna grab this over here. She's gonna jump here out of cover. And she's gonna jump out of cover here. There we go. Ooh, so she can blast those speeder bikes over there.
Yeah.
And Sabine rolls, let me see, a little rainbow appears 1. Yeah, okay. Nothing else in range. So, just hopefully gonna shoot off that
Last speeder bike.
the last wound for the speeder
Yeah,
bike.
the last one, yeah.
Come on, Sabine, you can do it. Don't let me down. Only 1 hit. Damn.
Oh, does she have any aims or sharpshooter perhaps?
Nope, nothing. Nothing.
Alright.
She does gonna put some graffiti down there. It has to be in range 1. So I'm gonna put the token down over here. I think I have to be touching it, I think. I have to be able to see it. So I'm able to see it like that. And see it like range 1, wait a second. Over here.
Yeah.
Somehow she has a magic long range spray.
Are you just violating or destroying those beautiful Tusker Raider huts, which are filthy gravity?
Yes.
My God, I did. Let's, alright. So sorry, I also suspended this one.
Yeah. So let's quickly forget about this turn and collect our tokens.
Yeah, I don't have, before you do that, I don't have any activation, you don't have either, right?
Nope.
Alright, so at the end phase, the start of the end phase, we get to see where the crash escape pod is. So,
we're gonna flip over these tokens.
yeah, so this one is number 3.
That one it is. It's what was an other thing?
No, it's the number 1, I believe. Let me double check very quickly. Yeah, before removing the 1 pip token, so it's the 1 pip.
Alright.
So what are the rules again? Very quickly, before removing the 1 pip condition token, the blue player replaces it with a crash escape pod terrain piece.
So there we go.
Centering the terrain piece on the location of the condition token. Where is the crash escape pod? Oh, sorry, yeah. So here comes the mighty R2-D2 and C-3PO crash landing in the middle of the battlefield.
Yes. Yeah, and then the red player places 2 objective tokens in base contact and on opposite sides of the crash escape pods.
Cool.
So, R2-D2, you are coming with me. So we have R2-D2. They're already starting to separate ways straight from the start of the crash.
Alright, so,
But the party is not finished yet.
no, because we have this crazy blast attack that's going off. This escape pod crashes in the middle of the desert and has an attack of range 1 to 2, an area attack, so it targets everyone in that area, with an attack with 1 red, 1 black, 1 white die, search to crit, and impact 1.
Yeah, so we have to measure from the token, so I'm gonna take off the Chris escape it for a second, so we can measure.
Alright.
Shall we start with on your side?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Range 1 to 2. Alright.
Yeah. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Well,
Okay.
As I'll ever be.
So Boba Fett. Or maybe you measure out and I will roll, and then you roll for me.
Sure. Alright, so the first victim of the attack is Boba Fett.
Maybe you should roll for yourself, because so far we're rolling at you terrible. Alright, there we go. One hit, one crit.
One hit, one crit, and it's blast, right?
Nope, it's impact 1. So that means you're in heavy cover, so only the crit goes through. So
Only
one
the
hit
crit.
on Boba Fett.
Alright, so which means I have to roll 1 defense die. And Boba Fett searches to block, so he can block the attack. And he gets a suppression.
Yep. So, who else is in range of the escape pods?
Alright, so the next victim will be the Dewback.
The Dewback. The Dewback gets 2 crits.
Alright, you also can trigger the impact because I have armor 1.
Okay, then we will do that.
Yeah, but is it applied before? I believe dodge is applied first, right? Because he does have a dodge though.
Okay. So
In that case, he will spend the dodge and
gets 2.
yeah.
Yep.
Alright, so he gets 2 crits, so 2 red dice. He blocks both of them.
Oh man. So unfair.
Alright, the next victims are not, or yes, these stormtrooper units over here. Yeah, absolutely.
They get 3 hits.
3 hits. Alright. So come on, Mr. Stormtroopers. Block 2 of them. So 1 stormtrooper gets gets taken out by the crashed escape pod. And he also gets a suppression. We have the stormtrooper units in light cover over here.
They will get 3
Critical
hits.
hits. Alright. Alright, come on, stormtroopers. Well, there you go.
Oh man, this is so crazy, Frank. It's I'm getting
I'm really sorry, man.
war flashbacks from when you were playing Empire way more often. This is so insane.
I should just stick with droids.
Yeah.
Probably.
These guys were okay with the range?
They, I believe they.
Or in
Yeah, they're safe. Yeah, they're safe.
Okay.
Just barely, but they are safe. Yeah.
Then I'm gonna measure for you, and you can see what you can hit for me, which is nothing. So we're gonna start over here. So we have Cassian.
Cassian, all right. Are you sure you want to make me roll this?
I'm afraid I have to.
He gets, so he's in heavy cover, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so then he gets 1 crit.
1 crit.
Yeah.
Okay. After that, that's 1 wound, and then Sabine.
So Sabine is getting just a suppression.
Just a suppression. I'm gonna put the wound on the cards because otherwise it gets a little cluttered.
Yeah, absolutely fine.
Yeah, suppression, I can put it down. Of course, we have to take it off straight away. Anyway, a unit of rebel veterans.
Unit of
Or
rebel veterans.
rebel veteran.
Are they in cover?
Yep.
Alright, so then it's just a crit.
1 crit.
Yeah, 1 crit. Because search to crit.
Come on, I really need to say that little astromech. Come on, Chopper. This is the mighty Chopper. Yes. Yes! Alright. That's what we like to see. And ATRT.
And last but not least, the ATRT.
ATRT.
Does he have any cover?
No, I don't think so.
Alright. In that case, it's impact 1, so he gets 1 crit.
Yep. And that is 1 wound.
Yes.
Then I'm gonna put this one back over here. Yep. So, and a wound on the ATRT over here.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not suppression token. A wound token. Man, this is a really painful first turn.
Alright, so well, in that case, let's quickly go to the next turn then.
Yeah.
So first of all, remove all the order tokens. And every unit gets rid of one suppression token, which means Boba Fett gets down to one suppression, the dewbag is clear, the stormtroopers are clear, these stormtroopers are clear, and basically everything is clear.
Yep.
Also remove all the green tokens. Alright. And then it's time for our next command card.
Yes! Alright, here we go.
So, you want to go over the camera real quick again?
Yeah, we can. Leave that to you.
Alright, hold on a moment. Alright, so let's switch the camera here for a moment so you guys can get a closer view at the state of the game.
Maybe we do a little round of the table, what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, are we on the other? Yep.
We are on the other camera.
Okay, I'm gonna start here with the rebels. So, we've got a unit of rebel veterans there. They're pretty fine. They just repaired one thing, so it would look scary, but it's just the droid astromech repaired one. So we have an AT-RT there with 1 wound, Chopper with his little body over there, a Crest escape pod with R2 and C-3PO. Cassian Andor and Sabine are hiding here behind these crates. We've got another AT-RT over here, some rebel veterans over here, and that gun over there that hopefully gets back into the game soon. And then we go to the other side over here. So, oh, we almost forgot the land speeder.
Land speeder, having a nasty flame there the next turn perhaps.
And then we have some bikes with only 1 wound left. We've got some stormtroopers hiding here about these skull of this
Crazy desert
creature dragon. And we have got the dewback with Veers and some troopers, Boba Fett, a bike, and some stormtroopers.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna review our turn 2 command cards. So,
yeah, are you ready?
I am.
Alright, so I'm going to reveal my card first, which is the coordinated fire card.
Alright, then you may flip over my cards.
Yes. If I can. Here we go. You reveal the explosions.
Explosions! Alright.
Alright, so you have a 1 pip, I have a 3 pip, which means you get to go first.
Yeah, can you switch the camera for me?
Yeah, I will. Alright, so, Mattijs, what is your order? Just a B?
Just a B.
Alright. You got anything left to trigger? Abilities?
Nope.
Alright. So my card says it has to be 3 corps units, which means basically all my stormtroopers. So I'm going to give 1 order token to the unit of stormtroopers behind the Tusken Raider huts. I'm going to give 1 token to the stormtroopers in the area terrain. And I'm also going to give 1 that are besides the dewback.
Alright.
Alright, and then I also get to trigger my aggressive tactics, which means everything that has, or up to 4 units with a face-up order token gets to get a search token, so I'm going to give all these stormtroopers a search token.
Yep.
And then the rest of my tokens will go inside the bag.
So I'm gonna activate a Sabine. He wants to throw some bombs on the table.
Oh dear.
That means you can get over here. That means you can throw a bomb over there and doesn't hit a lot actually. Alright. Let me see if I can. Give me a second to check your card. It's been a while. It does cost an action. Okay, so
It looks like Luke also joined our stream. Welcome. Thank you for watching as well.
I'm afraid I'm only able to hit 2 units. That's slightly disappointing. A very smart player would have measured this out before playing that card. And then,
It's not true. Rebellions are built on hope, Mattijs.
yeah, and thermal detonators. So Sabine has to jump over here. Gunblades are bomb. She actually can place 2 bombs, honestly.
Can she now?
So, first bomb is over here. And I can, of course, place one over here if I wanted to get to hit that unit there as well. Yeah. So I'm gonna place two bombs over there. Then I can make a speed 1 move. Out of sight of my own bomb.
Yeah.
Okay, and that triggers the bomb.
Yeah, so shall we switch real quick to the camera to get a closer view of this?
Yep.
Might be fun. Alright, so Sabine has moved up a bit and nastily deployed 2 bombs over here, which means these guys over here are probably in a lot of trouble. And Sabine then made a free speed 1 move, I believe, back in some cover behind the Tusken Raider tents. Alright, let me put the camera back to the dice tray so we can see what's going to happen. Go ahead and test.
The first bomb on the speeder bikes.
Yeah.
It does 1 hit.
1 hit on the speeder bikes.
Yep.
Which could be enough.
Yep.
Speeder bikes, go! No. Which means one of the speeder bikes is finally taken down.
Yes. This is always nice because speeder bikes do lose a lot of potential when they're down to 1 guy.
Absolutely.
So the 1 kill always feels really nice.
So next.
The stormtrooper there behind the skeleton.
Yep.
2 hits.
2 hits. Alright, so they do get a suppression.
Yep.
They
do.
Do you you do have blast, right?
Yep.
Alright. So, Mr. Stormtroopers. Block 2 of them.
Man, this is so crazy, is this, man.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Yeah. The second bomb. Let's quickly go to the second bomb.
Yeah.
First hit the same unit again.
Yep.
With 2 hits.
2 hits again. Can they also block it 2 times again? No. So this time one of them gets taken out.
Yes.
And they get another suppression token.
Yeah. And then the second unit, next to the moisture evaporator.
Yep.
They get 2 hits as well.
2 hits. Alright, so let's see what they can do. 2 blanks.
A lot.
Alright.
Okay. Happy with that.
2 stormtroopers taken out.
And the 2 bomb tokens are removed because they have exploded. Sabine was in range of one of the bombs, but she was out of sight of the bomb. So you have to be inside of the bomb to actually be hit by the bomb.
Absolutely.
Alright. Not too shabby, I think.
No, that was quite alright. And the suppression is always nice.
Yep.
Alright, so let me
give up? Okay.
Yeah, let's
sure.
give up.
You
Sure,
can
yeah.
give up if you want,
That's
yeah.
what you want, yeah, absolutely. I'm going to pull from the bag.
Yes.
See what we get. We get a trooper unit, which means it's this trooper unit over here. So I cannot use strict orders because they do not have a face-up order token. So they need to rally instead.
Yep.
And they're rallying one of their suppression tokens.
Yep.
So one of these get removed, which means they are now suppressed. So they lose 1 action, which means they can only do 1 action. So they can all still see something of the ATRT.
Yep.
So I'm going to use that 1 action to try and take out that ATRT.
Oh man, leave the poor ATRT alone, man.
So they lost 1 guy, which means I have 1 fewer white dice, which is not too bad.
Yep.
Here we go. So we have 3 hits. Do you have any cover, Mattijs?
That depends a little bit on your leader isn't in contact with the terrain, so
in that case
he
you
doesn't
do.
see anything, so I have heavy cover.
Which means I get to convert at least 1 of these, which is left to a crit because of impact 1.
Yes. Okay, we need this block. Come on,
Come on.
we can do it.
No.
Oh, I think that is enough to kill that AT.
I have 6, right?
Oh, 6. I have 1 wound left.
He has 1 left.
1 wound left. Alright, let's grab a token. A ATRT would be nice, Trooper would be nice. And we're gonna get an ATRT. So we're gonna quickly activate this guy.
So, remind me again, what was his damage cost again?
If he wants to move, it will take him 2 actions.
Alright, yeah. So he's probably not going to move.
He's not going to move, he's going to aim and shoot something.
Yeah.
Let me have a look at your troopers over there. They are nicely in the open and only with the 3 of them. They have light cover, so they are a juicy target over there. I'm gonna shoot these guys over here.
Yep.
Gonna aim, gonna shoot.
Gonna aim, gonna shoot.
And hopefully blow them to bits.
We'll see about that. Oh, that's a good start.
Aim, come on, you can do it!
So 3 crits.
And 1 hit. You have a suppression token for light cover.
Yeah.
So this one is taken out.
So
that
we
was
have 3 crits. Alright, so
exactly 3 kills. Happy about that.
We'll see, we'll see. Let's go Stormtroopers! Alright, so I do have a search token.
Oh no!
So I get to convert this to a hit, which means the unit is not yet killed.
Ah, so close. But the heavy weapon is gone.
It's gone, absolutely.
Which is nice, because he's the biggest threat for my ATR at the moment.
He absolutely was. So he gets another suppression token. Alright, so let's quickly go to the next step. I'm going to pull another token from the bag.
From the bag.
We have Boba Fett.
Boba.
So before I do anything with Boba Fett, first of all, let's see if he rallies that suppression off. He does.
Yeah.
So Boba Fett is all clear of suppression once again. And then we'll have to think a little bit about what we want to do. So that ATRT there has only 1 wound, right?
Only 1 wound, yeah.
And that ATRT is already gone. So let's see here. And where is Mr. Cassian Endor? He's right there, isn't he?
Hidden there.
Alright.
Between the crates.
So he also has a wound, correct?
Cassian has 1 wound, yeah.
Yeah, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my offensive push, which means I get tactical 1. So when I make a move, I get an aim token.
Yeah.
So he's going to use his, well, he's just going to move. But where do I want to move? Do I want to take the risk?
You are allowed to move backwards also. If you want to, you are allowed.
You know what? He's going to touch that objective token.
That objective token has a name.
Yeah, Mr. 3PO. And I'm also going to shoot at Mr. Cassian Endor at range 2.
He doesn't like that.
No. So because I made a move, I got an aim token. And surprise, he also has Hunter, which means if I attack a trooper unit with a wound or is wounded, get another aim token. And then I roll, if I'm correct, 4 black dice with Sharpshooter 2, Pierce 1, and Impact 1.
Okay, okay.
So, on Mr. Cassian Endor, here we go. And to remind you guys, Cassian is also my bounty target.
Yep.
So I'm really looking forward to what's going to happen here. So I'm going to spend my first aim to reroll these 2 dice, which means I only have to spend 1 of them. Because he searches to crits, but I also have Sharpshooter 2, which means I get to reduce your heavy cover by 2, so you don't have any cover.
I did make a little mistake. I removed the suppression token from him, and of course I should have left 1 suppression token on him for his danger sense.
Oh, right,
Next time.
And I pierce 1.
Of course.
Which means Cassian is in danger.
A whole lot of danger. At that, he has only 1 wound left. Oh, Boba Fett.
Yeah, the saga of the lone droid stormtrooper leader continues. It's what I do. Keep those leaders alive. It's what I do.
I land speeder.
All right.
It is going to move. It's compulsory move around the corner here, like so. And I think I'm just gonna blast that speeder bike
In the rear.
in the rear like crazy. Alright, we're gonna take an aim and we're gonna shoot. with all his weapons, which is 4 black dice and 4 white die, and nothing spectacular. I think, do I forget any rules? Let me double check. No, nope. Okay, so it's just 4 white dice, 4 black dice. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And aim. So aim, shoot at the left bike over there. Aim. That ain't too bad.
That's probably a goodbye speeder. Alright, so I do have light cover thanks to speeder. But
that leaves 6 wounds.
6 wounds, alright. Well, if I roll this, if he survives this, we're going to shake hands and just leave it there. Alright, speeder bike, come on. 2 blocks, which is not enough, so the last speeder bike of that unit is taken out.
So that's finally an activation gone from your side as well.
Yeah.
Nice.
Did you already use an activation? Yeah, you did. The gun platform. Yeah, the gun platform. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna keep pulling from the bag.
Yep.
I have fierce, which is not too bad. Alright, so he has to move up first. So he's going to move up with speed 2, a little bit closer to the escape pod.
Yeah.
There we go. Up. And his second action will be to use his binoculars. So he gets to give another 3 aim tokens.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's going to give 1 to the Stormtrooper unit here, 1 to the Stormtrooper unit here, and he's going to give 1 to the dewback.
Yes. Alright. What is next? A trooper unit. Let me see. I think I am going to activate those guys there. Over here. These guys. So, activate you guys over here. Use my free action to remove this wound over here and put it on this astromech, which is now all spent.
Yeah. It's absolutely true. Rest in peace to our speeder bike, who never got the chance to run into any trees, which is the perfect way to go as a speeder bike pilot.
Yes. Okay. They are going to aim and shoot
Yeah.
at the other speeder bike. Just trying to get some of those activations off the table. So I've got 4 regular guys and I've got a heavy weapon. They're gonna aim, they're gonna shoot at the bike.
Fair enough.
They're gonna use their aim to do a total of 6 hits.
Minus 1. Yeah. 5.
5 hits.
Oof. Come on, speeder bike. He blocks 2, so that's still not enough to keep him alive.
Nope.
So this speeder bike is also gone.
Just clear the table a little bit.
Yeah.
Or the flanks a little bit.
Alright, so do I even have any more tokens in my bag? I don't believe so, except for 2 dead speeder bikes and a dewback. Which means whatever I pull is the dewback.
Yeah.
Do I already want to activate the dewback? I might want to. You know what? No, I'm not going to activate the dewback. I'm going to activate the Stormtroopers first. So they are going to probably attack first. Yep, so they're going to attack. Let me check my card for a moment. Alright, yeah. So I'm going to attack the unit with the astromech.
Yep.
So, which means I have DLT and 3 regular stormtroopers remaining.
Yep.
There we go. That's not too bad. I'm going to spend my aim token to reroll these 2 white dice. And we have a maximum amount of hits. Because search to hit, so which means heavy cover, remove 2, 3 left.
Alright. He's busy, this is Chopper.
Chopper.
He's
It's
gonna
Chopper.
He's gonna block all these hits.
Yeah.
He does too. He bravely sacrifices himself for the sergeant.
Yeah, he does. Alright, so here's what's going to happen. My command card is triggering right now. I spend the aim token of these guys, which means another unit at range 1 or 2 gets to gain an aim token, and I'm going to give it to my do-bag.
Alright.
And that was their first action, because they got the aim from Veers.
Yeah.
So their second action will be a move.
Yeah, alright.
Which means they're going to move forward a little bit. And let's put all these guys into some cover here. Yep.
Okay, Cassian, it's your turn to shine. Oh man, yeah, he's dying so hard over here.
Yeah.
So what he is going to do, because he's going to die anyway, he might as well try to take something down with him. I think I'm gonna move over here. Move against this terrain piece. And because I move, I get a aim token from his tactical, and then he's gonna shoot at the lone sergeant over there. I know how scary those lone sergeants can be. So 2 red, 1 black. 2 red, 1 black, and an aim token.
And an aim token.
Alright, Cassian, let's get the stormtrooper out of here. So I have a crit and 2 hits. You have a suppression, so that means you have 1 token, and the Vaporator also gives you, so it's heavy cover. So I'm going to spend my aim token to improve one of my hits to a critical hit.
Yeah.
So that's 2 critical hits with Pierce 1.
Yeah, which means he dies.
Yes!
So that's a stormtrooper gun.
Take that, sucker!
Alright, so stormtrooper gun as well.
Yeah, they're slowly making their comeback, these rebels over here.
Slowly but surely. What is my master plan? What is
the plan of evil?
My plan is to activate these stormtroopers right here.
Yep.
And they are going to well, what are they going to do actually?
You gotta pass. You can pass a turn, do nothing.
These guys are already done?
Yep.
Alright. Yeah, alright, so let's move them up first. So they are going to move a little bit closer.
Yeah.
And you know, we're going to do a little bit of a trick here. So we're going to, since you're in the open with this guy, I'm going to split fire. So I'm going to use my DLT to shoot on your ATRT.
Yep.
And I'm going to use the rest of the storm to shoot at your rebel trooper. So let's start with the rebel trooper first. 4 white dice. 1 crit. You think that's enough? I'm going to risk it. That's enough.
Alright.
So you need to block 1.
Brave man. This guy has been dodging everything so far. So come on, you can do another one. No,
he's dead.
Too bad. Too bad.
Alright, so then we still have the DLT left, and he's going to fire at the ATRT. So let's grab 2 red dice.
Yeah.
Shoot at the ATRT.
ATRT.
Which is 2 hits, which won't do anything, but I have an aim token, so I'm just going to try and pitch for crits. No crits. You do have heavy cover, which means, but I did spend my aim, which means I can pass that away again. So they're going to give it yet again to the do-bag.
I feel like you have some plans with this do-bag.
Yeah, perhaps
so stacked up with aim tokens. Another trooper unit. I'm gonna activate these guys. The astromech is going to repair 1 hit. And then we're going to see what they are able to do. I think they're out of range for almost everything. So they can't shoot anything right now. Maybe I'm able to get to range with Boba Fett. Maybe just give him more than 2 hits. So this guy is going to move over here. And I'm going to spread these guys out a little bit. So spread these out a little bit. Hopefully they can sneak some cover here and there. Here, this ATRT ain't going nowhere. So I'm gonna hide behind his legs. And then I'm gonna roll 4 black dice at Boba Fett. And thus there is a target also in range. These guys are in range?
They're just barely in range.
Barely is enough for me. So that's interesting. Now I have to choose. Stormtroopers. Gotta shoot the stormtroopers.
Go ahead.
They're all in heavy cover anyway. They have slightly worse armor save than Boba Fett. 2 hits, heavy cover, so that's no hits, but it does give them a suppression token.
Yeah.
Which is nice because they already had a suppression token, so I'm gonna add 1 to it. Got one here for you. There you go. And then it's your turn.
Alright, so I think I only have the Dewback left.
Yeah.
Alright, Mr. Dewback. Show us what you can do.
Back.
He has range on the ATRT, or I could do some other stuff.
Yeah, displace those stormtroopers.
Yeah, I might. Oh, sorry. You know what? Actually, for now, I think he's just going to stand where he is.
Yep.
And he's going to do an attack on the ATRT.
Alright.
So, 4 white dice, critical 2.
Critical 2, that is not nice. Oh man!
Alright. Spend the first aim to reroll this one.
Yep.
I'm gonna spend another aim to reroll this one because I want the crit.
Yeah.
And the last aim, no, so which means 3 crits because of critical 2.
Yeah, critical. Okay, yeah. So 3 critical hits. Oh man, that's Dewback is hitting like crazy. 3 wounds on the ATRT. Man, that Dewback is a monster.
Yep. Alright, so I'm going to mess up my own forces a little bit here because his second action is going to be
I like where this is going.
And he's going to use Spur
Yeah.
because he wants a different position.
Yeah, before you move, you have to carefully see the path it will travel to see which units get displayed.
It's going to travel over basically this unit here.
And does he hit the sergeant over there?
He does
during the
not,
spots?
because he gets like this.
Alright.
And then he ends his movement in between Boba Fett and units, and he reforms, so he points this direction.
So they will get a suppression token, and I can give them a speed 1 move.
Yeah.
So what I can do is I can put them out in the open for my ATRT, for example.
You might.
Or I can move them backwards and leave it out of range.
Or move them up to C-3PO, whatever you want, man.
Yeah, they're all valid options. I think, let me see here.
The bounty is on Mr. Cassian Endor.
Yeah. Cassian himself.
Yeah, so he's pretty close to collecting it.
Alright, how are we going to displace that? I think I could move them over here, then they are close to C-3PO, but I can shoot them over in the open. They have a suppression token, so it's light cover. I think I'm just gonna do that. I'm probably gonna regret this, but hey.
Move them up.
Yep. probably gonna regret this. So put them here. And then put these guys. I could even do something nasty and could have used it to that feels a little bit less nasty. I could use it to range scope your heavy weapon out of your unit, but let's not do that. That's
also up to you.
yeah, it is a legitimate action, but I just don't feel right about it. Or should I do it? Alright, yeah, I also do want to win, of course. Okay, I'm just gonna do it. Okay, for the people watching, what you can do is I'm gonna place them slightly on a different location. I'm gonna place them here, and place these guys where hopefully my ATRT can't see them.
Yeah, that's absolutely right.
So I can only see his heavy weapon. That means if I make a kill, the heavy weapon will die.
Yeah.
So, and these heavy weapons, they are doing massive damage to my army at the moment. So every heavy weapon I can get out of the unit is a win for me. So what do we have here? The ATRT. Oh, nice. There you go. Gonna aim, gonna shoot. No surprise there, I think. I'm gonna shoot at the heavy weapon. It does have heavy cover now, the units.
Yeah.
That's already 2 crits. 3 crits.
3 crits. That's at the Stormtrooper, right?
Yeah, I got the Stormtrooper with the DLT.
Come on! Oh, barely!
Yeah. I honestly must say, if you would have rolled all 3 blocks, you deserved it. You actually should have deserved it, yeah.
So this was the unit that already had a suppression, right?
So just add another one to it.
Yeah. And I think I am actually all out of units.
I am not. I still have 1 gun platform over here, so we're gonna take a look where it needs to be. Alright, so it has speed 1, so it's gonna move here behind this little terrain piece over here. And there's some range over there, so I'm happy with the location over there. And the other trooper token, I think it's a unit that died probably. Oh yeah, that's the chopper unit. Alright,
Yeah.
that is the end of the turn.
Alright, which means a few things. We're going to remove all the order tokens, all the green tokens, and we're also going to remove 1 suppression for each unit that has a
Yeah,
suppression.
you have to. Oh, that's only when you start rolling it with graffiti tokens. Sorry.
Yeah. You can also see if you want to keep
I
that.
gotta keep that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely am.
The green token here as well, and 1 from these guys.
So we gotta grab our
Cards again, yeah.
Cards. Get this one out. Put that one in. Where do we have the? Oh, there we have the spent cards. All right.
Are you ready?
Yes. So we switch the camera so people can
Absolutely shall.
see what we're gonna review. Shall I do a small overview first of the table, maybe?
Yeah, let's do that first.
So let's go over here.
Yeah, so we have Mr. Veers hanging around here, still looking over his forces, trying to push them forward to that crucial information that these droids have. Meanwhile, you have the Dewback, who also advanced forward to try and see if he can do something maybe about Sabine or about Mr. Cassian over here. We also have Boba Fett, who is on the brink of taking down Cassian Andor, and he might take that bounty, so which is also very nice. And then on the rebel sides, we have an ATRT who's a little bit stuck in the desert because, yeah, his movement mechanics doesn't work anymore, so he's hanging around there and he's set to spend an extra action to move. The rebel veterans has pushed up a little bit to try and secure that objective in the center. Your lonely gun platform is also slowly starting to move forward.
Getting into position.
And then we have these rebels here who has sort of done their job by keep repairing this ATRT over here.
Yeah, and then we have Sabine here behind the hut. And all the way down the corner next to the TIE fighter is the air speeder. So let's go to the command cards.
Yeah.
I have
I think there are no surprises here. The 1-pip Boba Fett card.
Hey!
And you have the 1-pip Cassian card. Yeah. So we're going to turn 3, which means I have to roll a die to see who has initiative this turn.
Can you switch the camera for me, maybe?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Alright. So this is also maybe a little bit of an important one.
Yeah.
So if I roll block, I get the initiative. On any other result, you get the initiative.
Come on, fingers crossed.
It's a block.
Yeah. This is a very important one.
Yeah.
Ooh, that hurts.
This is going to hurt. But, you know, you have deactivated more activations than me. So, well, first of all, my order has to go to Boba Fett. And the rest is going into the bag.
Yes. Right. I have to put one. Just let me read my cards just to be sure. Gunslinger and a name token. Yeah. Cassian. All right.
So, how much is Sabine her courage? I think 3, isn't it?
1,000.
1,000? Or
Yes.
is it 2?
I think it's 2. Let me see. Yeah, it's courage value 2.
Alright. So probably no surprise here, but I'm going to activate Boba Fett.
If I were you, I wouldn't.
Alright, so let's get a speed 1 movement tool here for a moment.
Speed 1.
Yeah, to see what Sabine is able to do. Alright, so Mr. Fett, Boba Fett, he's going to use jump.
Yes.
I also want to get into range 1. Yeah, so is he going to jump to right next to R2?
Yep.
And that should keep me just outside of range 1 speed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so now I have ranged into Cassian and I have range 1 to Sabine. So first I'm going to use a free action for my whipcord to give Sabine 2 immobilized tokens and 2 suppression tokens.
Right.
And then as a special rule, Boba Fett can perform moves while engaged with a unit who has 1 or more immobilized tokens, which is not really what I'm going to do this round, but there we go.
And 2 suppression.
Yeah.
Right.
Alright.
Liking this one bit.
So the next step is the important one. I'm going to attack Mr. Cassian Andor. And I have Hunter, which means I get a name token.
Yep.
Because you are wounded. And I'm going to shoot at your Cassian. Let me check where I did. Yeah, alright. So 3 hits already, so I might as well spend the aim to reroll the blank. Which is 3 hits, I have sharpshooter 2. Which means you have to roll a total, this time of 4 defense dice.
Yep. With Pierce 1, right?
With Pierce 1.
So I need to roll 4 blocks.
Yeah, because you have danger sense, you get an extra dice for your suppression.
Nope.
And that's Cassian.
Yeah, this is a painful one. It's a really, really painful one. Yeah.
Which means I'm going to put a token on Boba Fett's card.
Yep.
So if the match is over and Boba Fett is still alive, I get an extra victory point.
Yeah, you do.
And that was
I'm gonna promote Sabine.
That was Boba Fett activation.
To a commander. So I'll give her the commander status token to show that she is my commander now.
Do you already pronounce your commander now or at the end phase?
Honestly, I don't know for sure. Maybe at the end of the
We'll just keep playing, but people in the chat, if you know,
I think it should now because I need to have a command range, of course.
Alright. If anyone in the chat knows, be free to tell us. We don't know at this moment.
So we have a land speeder. The land speeder has to start out with his move. Over here. There we go.
Ooh, yeah. Which is a compulsory move, right?
This is a compulsory move,
yep.
Absolutely. So he's going to aim and shoot and just keep on killing stuff. Aim, shoot at those troopers over there.
Yeah. Not too bad.
Gonna take the aim. There we go. and that still hits blanks. So 5 hits.
5 hits. I get to
those
remove
guys.
1 because I have a suppression.
4 hits for those guys.
All right.
And a suppression token.
You're not gonna believe this. You're not gonna believe this. I'm sorry.
What are you doing to me?
What are you doing, Mattijs?
I already put a suppression down.
Oh, sorry.
Let's be fair. I already put it down.
Sneaky. All right.
Honestly, I think you deserve an extra suppression token, though.
I'm going to pull from the back, which is going to be fierce.
Ooh.
So fierce. Is he going to buff his soldiers, or is he going to do some attacking himself?
I can still give you the tactical advice to run off the table.
Yeah.
Still a valid option.
No, Mr. Fierce is going to move a little bit forward,
Yeah.
and he's going to use his binoculars again by giving out 3 game tokens.
Yes. Alright.
Which means the dewback gets a name token.
Yep.
The brave stormtroopers with no heavy gun get a name token, and the other squad gets a name token.
So for me, it is Sabine. Don't like that. Okay, so Sabine has to do a
Alright, so the commander will be declared at the end phase. Thank you for that, Salim.
Alright.
Yeah.
Nah, then it should be the Sabine token.
Yeah.
Alright, good to know. So she is going to rally off 1 with the graffiti token, and she needs 1 suppression on there.
Yeah.
That does mean that she has 2 actions.
Yeah.
Which is nice. And let's see if she has 2 targets, maybe. Turn. She also has 2 targets, so she can aim, shoot, maybe. Aim, shoot.
She could. Does she have charge?
Sorry?
Does she have charge?
No, I don't think she has. Dauntless. Oh, I have Dauntless.
Yeah.
Dauntless. So I
That's
can take a suppression token to move and do so as to one. I'm just gonna whack Boba Fett.
Cool.
I feel like getting that guy. Alright. She is a little bit mad about that move you did last turn. So this is a free move with the dauntless, and then she moves in combat for her first action.
Yeah.
Grabs her dark saber and start hitting Boba Fett in the face.
In the face, that's not nice. You don't hit a man in the face.
With the dark saber, come on, Sabine. Here we go. The dark saber hits 3 times.
Alright, do you have any pierce?
I do.
How much?
Here's 1 from the top of my head. So I'm gonna double check that for you. Let me see. Pierce 1.
Alright, which means I get 1 extra dice because I have impervious. 3 hits, right?
Yep.
Yep. Alright.
Oof. I like it a lot.
So you pierce 1, so I
Yep.
get 3 wounds.
Alright, Boba Fett. Are you already regretting your move? Just to be sure, I'm gonna move Sabine not to make the same mistake as I did some previous games. Use her entire speed 1 move to move over here in contact with the objective.
Alright, fine.
And then she loses her immobilized tokens. Boba Fett doesn't have disengage, huh? Only from this card you played this
Yeah,
turn.
only from this card.
Yeah.
Absolutely right.
Nowhere to hide, my little friends.
Alright, yeah, alright, let's pull from the back.
And show you who the real Mandalorian is here on the table.
Well, you are a real Mandalorian. We're not sure about Boba Fett.
Yeah.
We have a trooper unit. Alright, so let's start with the guys with no heavy weapon.
Yeah, they have a suppression token.
They have a suppression token, so they're going to see if they can shake that off. They do not. So they only have 1 action.
Yep.
And I'm going to use that action to make a move to end up right here next to Mr. 3PO.
C-3PO.
And I'm going to use the remaining units to hide behind the crash escape pod.
Good.
Sorry, let me change this because I don't want to make the same mistake as well. So they are going to just stand around C-3PO.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab a token.
They have an aim token, but they're not going to use it. Yep.
And the token is going to be a trooper unit, which are these guys over here. They're gonna use their astromech to repair another wound of the ATRT.
Yeah, you can also repair the threshold.
Yeah, I don't mind the threshold.
Alright, sure.
I'd rather have it alive than. Then they're gonna take a look for their range. I do have some range over here. The two-back has armor 1, heavy cover. It's gonna be a very, very tough target. I don't have a heavy weapon. I don't feel like I can do anything spectacular this turn, so they're just gonna move. I'm gonna move from here to there. There you go. Just see, maybe I can take a nice little pot shot on these guys, just add some suppression tokens to them. They are sadly in range. There we go. Just add another suppression to those guys, I think. There we go. So, they're gonna, like I said, add another suppression token to the unit here on top, or maybe at 1. No, I think I'm gonna take a look. Maybe I can, because they already have 2 suppression tokens. I'm expecting them to lose 1 action anyway. No, I cannot see the escape pod blocks other units. Otherwise, it would be interesting to add another token there. Okay, so we're just gonna shoot at the one behind the skeleton.
So this unit over here. All right.
And I'm actually do 3 hits, but you're in heavy cover, so at least 1 critical hit.
All right. Let's go, Stormtroopers. They do block it.
Block, of course. It is not a suppression though.
There we go.
Yep. And that's your activation.
Yeah. So I'm gonna pull another token from the back. Which is another trooper unit. So I'm going to activate these guys over here.
Yeah.
They don't have any suppressions.
Okay.
So their first are going to move up a bit.
Yes.
To get right here. Because we want to try and shoot at the ATRT. So they also have an aim token, thanks to Mr. Veers. So let's roll 3 normal stormtroopers and a DLT. Alright, so we already have 1 crit. We have 2 hits. Do you have any cover?
Nope.
Alright, so then I will reroll just this one. Hold on. If you don't have any, I might as well reroll all these.
Yeah, just shoot for hopefully more crits.
Yep, which means then critical 1, so you get 3 crits.
Man, those stormtroopers are killing me here, man.
Oh!
I do flip 2! Woo! Nice! Okay, that is lucky. It does reach my thresholds, so that means you can roll again to see what happens.
Yeah, so let's roll red die, and then you'll have a block result this time.
A block result is damaged, and against damage token, if I'm activated, I need to roll a white die to see what's going to happen. Let me see if I can find that one. I now see that I've placed the wrong token here, so it should be here. And that one should be there.
Yeah.
So, alright. Let's see who is next. Ooh, and I'm out of repair charges on my astromech.
Yeah, you are.
The ATRT. He's going to aim. He's going to first I'm going to roll to see if I have 2 actions.
Yeah, let's do that first. So what happens here?
So I roll a die. If I roll a symbol, I have 2 actions. If I roll a blank, I have only 1 action. Let me double check for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have 2 actions. So I'm gonna aim, gonna shoot at the unit that just shot me.
Yep.
So now you are in the open as well.
Do you think you still have an arc? Probably, but you probably have, but
Let me grab a, sorry guys, a token over here.
yeah. Ooh, it's very tight.
Yeah, otherwise I can only see 1 stormtrooper, so that's not where, so I have to pivot.
Yeah. All right. So you hit it first.
Yeah. Yeah, I better pivot first
Yeah.
and then shoot, because otherwise I don't have a target. Alright. Yeah.
I am, however, in the open, so.
Yeah, that is nice. 2 hits.
All right. So we roll 2 defense.
Yep.
1 dice.
1 dice and a suppression.
And another suppression.
Yeah, that's also very important. The suppression. Okay. Yes.
Yeah, because these guys now have 2 suppression.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright.
All right. I have to open the bag again.
Yeah. I think the suppression was from this unit over here.
Oh, sorry.
So they both have 1 suppression.
Yeah. All right. So another trooper unit, which is this one.
Yep.
So they have 3 suppression tokens. So let's see if we can rally some off. We rally 1 of them, which means they are suppressed because Veers is still in range.
Yep.
Double check, but I checked before.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are in range, so they only have 1 action. These guys already went, those guys already went. So I'm not really into, because this guy's is sort of like immobilized, right?
Yep.
So I'm not really feeling like shooting that guy, so I'm just going to advance a little bit more to the objective.
Okay.
So they're going to move forward.
Objectives are overrated.
It's what they say, yeah. So let's put these guys a little bit more into cover here,
Yep.
cohesion. And then it's up to you.
I have the other ATRT.
All right.
So, what are you going to shoot? Let me see. I'm gonna get my side marker over here. Up. And the laser units. Yep. So, the nice little arc over here on the units controlling the objective.
Yeah. These 2 guys over here.
So I'm gonna aim shoot at these 2 guys. Aim shoot at them. So here we go again. The ATRTs at the stormtroopers hugging C-3PO.
Yep.
I'm gonna take my aim.
Yep.
And do 4 hits.
Minus
Heavy cover. So that's 2 hits.
Which
Come
can
on.
be enough.
2 blanks. You can do it.
Or just roll 2 blocks.
So many blocks.
Those
So many blocks.
They do get another suppression.
Yep.
All right. And I believe I only have 1 thing left. The one, the only, Gojira. The do-bag. All right. So the do-bag doesn't have any suppressions. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use Spur, so he's going to get 1 suppression.
Yeah, the only thing is, I think you would move over your units with C-3PO, I think. But you have
That is
to-
possible. We'll see.
I don't care.
We'll see. So first off, I'm going to move as closely as possible. Am I still overlapping the template? I think he's
Just okay, and the first one over there?
Yeah, he starts here.
Yep.
He moves like.
Because that's the one that
Wait a
might
minute.
get nipped.
Wait a minute.
There we go.
Yeah, thank you. So he's going to start here
Yep.
and move like this.
Okay, he barely passed it. You're
It's like
lucking
I
out.
planned
You
all
are
along.
lucking out, my friend.
All right. So and here's the trick. I'm going to reform.
Yes.
And then I'm going to just use a speed 1 template probably to get a new combat. So remind me, he still gets 1 suppression.
Yep.
Yep. So he's going to move
Yeah.
like this.
is,
So he should end up something like here on speed.
Yep. going to be suppression arm for Sabine and a suppression for your Dubak.
Yeah.
Over here.
Yeah. Thank you. You already put one down?
Yep.
Alright, so Mr. Dubak also has an aim token, thanks to Mr. Heers. And he's going to try and eat Mrs. Sabine. So, the Dubak, let me see, because this is actually the first time he has... yeah, alright, so he has 3 reds and 3 white dice. Alright, let's do it.
Yep, alright.
Yeah, because of relentless, you can still attack. So
yeah,
that's not too bad. So he searches 2 hits. So I spend my aim to reroll these 2. So I get a total of 5 hits. Wow.
Alright, Sabine. Finally, get to roll some red dice as a rebel player.
He actually, it doesn't really matter for now, but he also actually has critical too in combat.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah. 1 wound on Sabine.
Yeah.
Let's get that wound token.
And then it's also suppressive, so you get a suppression token.
A suppression token, eh? Alright. Time for the rebels to shine. Some rebel troopers getting activated.
Yeah.
Gonna steal your range 2 marker. Range 1 marker, sorry. Am I now? Almost forgetting the heavy weapon platform here. It's definitely is gonna aim, shoot at those 3 stormtroopers there nicely in the open. 4 black dice with critical 2.
Yep.
And an aim token.
And an aim token. Yep.
So, time to get rid of those stormtroopers. The aim token, come on. 3 hits. Suppression token, there's 2 hits.
2 hits.
And I'm gonna put another suppression for you down.
And they block 2.
Of course they do.
Yeah. They're on an important mission.
Look, my friends, this is crazy.
Yeah, just wait till those commando droids are coming out with those red states. Alright.
Do you have activations?
Yeah, I don't have any activations, so
you
can finish up.
I have another unit of troopers, and I was hoping those stormtroopers over there would be thinned down by now, and we could be able to finish them off, but sadly, gonna put him down here. Gonna put him down here to get some of that juicy heavy cover. Like so. And we're gonna start shooting the another units of stormtroopers. No aim tokens, sadly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to move to get out of to get you out in the open. Yeah. And they blank out. Only 2 hits, at least 1 hit. Oh man, it's not what you want to.
Do they have surges? They do not. So I do. Which one of the units?
Finally managed to kill one.
Was it the objective unit?
No, that one. Yeah, because I was hoping to reduce those 2 attacks to kill one, but sadly I didn't. So that's the end of my activation. So we're going to round number 4.
Yes, we are. All right. So we remove 1 suppression from each unit who already has 1 or more.
Yep. Let me see, we have Sabine over here, and that's it. Feel like you just focused on Sabine. And the ATRTs, of course. Alright, get this card out of here. And this one as well.
Yep.
Put some cards down, maybe do another overview of the battlefield, and
we absolutely are.
Start at round number 04. Alright. There we go. So maybe you can switch the
yes, I absolutely can.
camera for me.
Yeah. So
over here we've got the ATRT and some rebel veterans.
Yeah, let's see if I can, sorry, just to interrupt very quickly,
Yeah.
can brighten this up a little bit.
It's the other way.
That's the other way, sorry guys.
Yeah, this...
Just a little bit more. Alright, so, yeah, right here you have your ATRT.
Yeah, ATRT and unit of rebel veterans. We've got Sabine here in combat with Boba Fett and the Dewback with some rebel veterans and a heavy weapon gun around the corner. An ATRT.
The famous speeder, land speeder.
Who is doing surprisingly well actually.
Yeah.
Some stormtroopers and Veers.
Yeah.
So that is what we have on the table.
There are a lot of casualties, a little bit on both sides.
Yeah.
Mr. Cassian Andor, the commander, has fallen, which means Boba Fett is now in possession of the bounty. But Boba Fett is also very wounded himself. But yeah, Sabine is in a little bit of trouble because she's both in combat with and Boba Fett and the Dewback.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens in the next round. So my card is Boba Fett's famous flamethrower. So a 2-pip.
Right, and I've got a 3-pip.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're going to switch the camera and start cracking. Alright.
Alright, so the order I will have to give out is to Mr. Boba Fett himself. Let me just take my order tokens.
Yeah, same here.
So Sabine has 2. Oh, sorry, that's some barricades. I don't know what I was thinking there. Remove that aim token.
Okay, I am going to give this unit an order, which can coordinate in order to the gun platform over there. My rebel veterans gain a dodge token from this action. So let's grab a dodge token. That leaves 2 more tokens. We're gonna give one to Sabine. Where are you? Over here. And gonna see if she reaches these rebel veterans. Yep. So we're gonna give these rebel veterans a token as well, which means they get a dodge token as well. There you go. And that leaves just all my vehicles in the back.
Yeah. Alright.
It's your initiative.
Yes, so of course, don't start with Boba Fett. He's going to attack Sabine.
Yep.
He gets an aim token because she's wounded and he has Hunter. I'm going to use Arsenal 2, so I'm going to use my Spike Boots, which is 2 red dice. And I'm going to use my Flamer, which I can use at either close combat or range 1.
Yep.
It has Blast and it has Spray, so I'm going to grab 3 red dice and I have an aim token to attack Sabine.
Alright.
Which is a crit and 2 hits, so you need to make 3 defense rolls.
No pierce.
No pierce.
Alright.
3
blocks.
All 3 of them.
Boom. She don't care.
And then my second action will be a dodge token for Mr. Boba Fett.
Alright.
And then it's up to you.
The Dewback rolls like 6 dice or something in combat, right?
He rolls 3 reds and 3 white dice. He also has tenacity, so if you put a wound on him, he gets an extra red dice.
Yeah. Which we're not gonna do. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, and Sabine, actually, did you play Sabine is your commander, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so then it's fine, because I have comms jammer, but she is your only commander.
Yeah.
That's fine. Alright.
Okay. Then I am going. I think I'm gonna draw a token. Yeah, I'm gonna draw a token. Cool. Here we go. ATRT. Nice. So the ATRT over here needs to roll a die to see if it can actually shoot. I get 2 actions. Sorry, of course you can shoot. You can only get 1 action.
Yeah.
What I am going to do, I'm going to fire support with my gun platform, and I'm gonna blast. These guys are also in the open. Do I want to kill the heavy weapon, or do I want to try to get the unit that's claiming the objective? The 4 guys, probably not going to kill all 4 of them. So I'm going to focus on these guys. No aim token, but I
Yeah.
do get a fire support in there. So let's see what is going to happen. Very impressive indeed.
Yeah.
Sadly, I went for the big unit. You have suppression tokens, so I gotta take one out. That leaves 7 hits.
Oh, that's
on
for the
those
small
units.
unit, right?
Yep. Yep. Okay, so that I didn't see coming. Do have to flip over this token because it's fire supported.
Yep. Ooh, I blocked 4 of them, but that's not enough, so they die just
So
barely.
I actually needed all those hits
Yeah.
to kill them. Oh wow. Okay, yeah.
Alright. Now I'm going to pull from the back.
Yeah.
And we have a trooper unit.
Yes.
So let's go with these guys. See if they rally. They do not.
Okay.
So-
Lucky.
Then it's going to be a very, very short activation. They're going to claim the objective.
Okay. Now you have done that. I am going to draw from the back to bring the mighty land speeder to bear. Who has been doing pretty well so far, actually, to my big surprise. I don't know if you are surprised by its performance so far.
It's doing alright.
Right, and he's just gonna blast these guys. He just keep on hunting all those units from the rear. So, aim, shoots at those stormtroopers over there. They do have a special token, so they do have light cover.
Yep.
I'm gonna use the aim. Take one out from light cover.
Yep.
That leaves 6 hits.
6 hits.
So, this is 2 rolls in a row to compensate for those horrible rolls at the start of the game. Oh my god!
You wanna argue with that?
Man! Unbelievable. Okay, so. Wow.
It was that unit, right?
It was that unit, yeah. How is that even possible?
Yeah. Sacrifices.
Yeah. Oh.
Alright, so let me pull from the back, see what we get. We get the dewback. The dewback. So the dewback is going to. Can he really do anything special other than just aim and attack? I don't think so. So he's going to aim and attack on Sabine.
Yep.
Alright, not too bad. Rolled, yeah, basically 3 crits and 1 hit. And I'm going to re-roll these 2
Yep.
with my aim token, which is another crit. So in total, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 block rolls for you.
Alright.
She's defending like crazy as well.
She is.
So she has 3 wounds remaining.
Yeah, and a special token, sadly.
And a suppression token, yeah, because it's suppressive.
I forgot about that one, because that one I don't like. Okay, the ATRT.
Yeah.
He's gonna aim, gonna shoot at the stormtroopers who miraculously saved all the armor saves in the world.
Yeah.
See if we can do that a second time. There we go. Take that aim. They serve 2 crits, so that's 3 critical hits on
Yeah.
that
On
unit.
the epic stormtrooper unit?
Yeah, so I assume 3 blanks now.
No, of course not. That's the
One.
one.
Still, 1 more next turn.
Yeah.
And a suppression token, of course.
So they're on 3 suppressions.
Yes.
So let's pull from the back once more. It's Mr. Veers.
The man, the
So
legend.
what is the man, the legend, going to do? That ATRT has 2 wounds remaining.
Yes.
That's a long shot. They have dodge tokens, 2 full rebel squads. Let me think here for a moment.
Alright, take your time. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, please. You know what? Veers is feeling very, very lucky. He's going to move. First off, by the way, he's going to inspire. He's going to inspire the stormtroopers.
Yeah.
Then he's going to move. And then he's going to try and roll 2 crits on the ATRT.
I've seen crazier things.
Yeah, I mean, he does search to crit. He has Pierce 1. So, I mean, you never know.
It's not such a super long shot.
But it is.
But
It's
okay,
still
just like
nothing happening there. So that was Pierce's activation.
Nothing to see here.
So, back to you.
Yes. So I have a unit here with veterans that's going to aim and shoot at these guys hugging C-3PO. So keep your hands off our C-3PO.
Yes, crucial information about the last Jedi's remaining alive. We need him.
So let's aim. Let's aim. Alright. No suppression token anymore, right?
No suppression.
There you go. 6 hits.
6 hits.
Come on, flex them out.
4, which is enough for the unit.
Woo! Alright. Man, the tables are slowly turning here.
Turning slowly but surely. Let's see what we got. A trooper unit. So I think that's actually the last one as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do have another token in the bag, but that's probably somebody who died.
I think the unit I just killed.
Yeah. So, first, we have to rally.
Yeah.
And they rally. Ooh, I saw 3 icons, but it's only 1.
Yes.
So, they will only get 1 action. And they will use that action to move. So they are going to move forward right here.
In between those Tuscan huts.
Yes, they are.
Okay, so I slowly have to start thinking about moving a little bit. Maybe I'm going to start Sabine, because you're out of activation.
I'm out
right?
of activations, yeah.
Sabine, she can take 1 off, and she can roll, she needs to roll for 2. Let's see. Need some paint. Sadly, I don't get any. I think I have 5 black dice with my saber. Let me see.
Yeah.
5 black dice and 1 for tenacity. 1 red, 1 for tenacity. So she's now pretty mad at both of that. Let's just keep on attacking him. Doing 4 hits with Pierce 1.
We're going to dodge 1 of them.
Yeah.
So 3 left, right?
3 left with Pierce 1.
Pierce 1.
Yeah.
So block 2, you pierce 1. So I get 2 wounds. So I'm going to use my emergency stings.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Oh, emergency stings. Okay, okay. Don't like that. I do have a unit of troopers over here, and they are going to grab the speed 2 move templates. Start moving a little bit forward.
Yep.
So here we go. Get some of these tokens out of the way. I'm not going to be able to move it with 1 move, but I can make it with 2 moves. Over here. So there we go. The unit of veterans. That were all my activations, so that means that it's the end of this turn.
Yeah. So remove those precious bit.
Get those order tokens. Got 1 suppression over here. Get rid of some of those torches. like so. Alright. There we go. And we're gonna change our cards. Over here, where's the rest of my hands? We go to turn number 5. Getting close there. Turn number 5. Only 2 turns left to get those droids in my deployment zone. So we switch the camera, so we go over the...
Don't you just need to claim them?
No, you want to get them in your deployment zone for some extra victory points. By claiming them, you have the point, but if you get them in your deployment zone, you get some extra points. Can we switch the camera?
We can, we certainly can.
I'm going to move this already, and we're going to show you a little bit what is going on. Yes, so over there, not a lot happened. They are still at the same spot, hanging out, shooting stuff. Over here, it's a little bit more interesting. Veers is closing in on C-3PO. We've got 3 units in contact with R2-D2, Boba Fett, Sabine, and the Rebel veterans. We've got some stormtroopers over here in between these huts, hunted down by my land speeder, and another ATRT over there. So we're gonna show you what our cars are.
Yeah, so I'm getting the answer here. Come on, Frank, there's only one right command card you can play here, but I think it's probably a card I already played before. So.
Standing orders instead, of course.
Yeah,
so
every
mighty general plays standing
orders. I
orders.
only honestly have this one left for Boba Fett.
Alright, and
so,
I only have standing orders left.
Yeah, so which means I do get the initiative, which is very nice.
Can you switch the camera back for me?
I absolutely can.
Alright. So Boba Fett gets an order, and I can pick a unit to get an order. Which is actually quite a difficult pick, honestly. No, I'm just gonna go for Sabine. Just gonna go for Sabine.
Yeah.
Alright. That means you can start.
Yeah, I'm going to put some orders in the bag.
Yeah. Order.
So do I want to activate Boba Fett? Or do I not? Because if I activate him, he dies anyway, or otherwise you have to smack him. I'm just gonna take an order from the back.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not sure if that's smart. But okay, so
we'll see.
Got troopers?
Yeah.
Rally. They do not rally.
That is lucky for me.
So in that case, they're going to shoot at your rebel veterans.
Over there, yeah. Let's see. Cover, that is heavy cover from the bots.
Yeah. 3 hits, so 1 hit gets through.
Yep. And there we go. 1 dice. And that is you.
Yeah, and you also get a
suppression token. Okay. Yeah, this is interesting. How many wounds does a dewback have? That sounds like a start of a joke.
No, he has 6 wounds.
6 wounds.
Yeah.
So no chance of doing anything interesting with that dewback.
Yeah, I mean, you could put a wound on him, so he gets tenacity,
and
you know, do some awesome dewback stuff.
So I think my biggest chance of survivability with Sabine is activating her. She can take off the suppression token because of her awesome graffiti over there. That being said, I have 2 actions. So I'm gonna take a dodge. And I'm gonna whack Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Boba Fett. Even though he's gonna die anyway, but maybe I can get 2 wounds on him, so he won't be able to do some wounds back to me.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I can reroll again. I went too enthusiastic.
Yeah, let's go.
Sorry.
That's okay. No, just reset.
2 wounds, twice as nasty, of course. So let's try that again. 3 wounds, 3 hits.
3 hits.
With pierce 1.
So again, 4 dice.
Yes.
No,
No.
he's gone.
He's
7.
down.
He's gone.
Okay. He was already, of course, dying, so I wouldn't have to worry about that victory
Yeah.
point, because that really probably would be the
Game changer.
game changer. Yeah. So, your activation.
Yeah. Thank you. So remind me, because the crazy tauntaun tactics, where you can sort of just move through units and charge other units, that's still a thing,
It
right?
is a thing from the past. So you can disengage now,
Yeah.
but it's you have the normal disengage rules. But
Okay.
you are able to disengage through units. So that is a thing. Yeah, but you're just not able to disengage and have 2 actions and stuff. You still just have just a disengage move.
And you can still trigger the relentless for ranged attacks, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so I can basically, I could maybe displace the rebel troopers from the objective, right?
Yeah, sadly you can. Yeah.
So that's what I'm going for.
Fingers crossed for Fierce.
Fierce.
Yes.
Alright, he has quite a simple activation. He's going to move and claim Mr. C-3PO.
Yeah. Alright, here we go, guys. We really need a trooper token right now. And we get a ATRT. Oh no, that's not what you want to see. So this ATRT over here is going to target Fierce. First, we're going to see if he has 2 actions. Does he roll some pain? No, he does not. So he just rolls 5 dice into Fierce. Nicely in the open there.
Yep.
Oh, there we go. 2 hits.
2 hits. Alright, Fierce. What can you do? Block 1.
Block 1, 1 wound, 1 suppression. Whew.
Alright, well, here's the mighty dewback. It's actually the wrong token in there. It should be the dewback token.
Oh yeah.
Which is this one here, which I probably didn't leave up. So, the dewback, the last unit I have, he's going to activate.
Everybody saw it. Frank is cheating.
Yeah,
So if he wins, he won by cheating.
So, I can still reform, I guess, as well. And then I want to displace that unit of.
The thing is, I can place them where I want them. So you move them, you displace them, but I place them where I want them.
Alright.
So obviously, I will place them in contact on the other side.
I will.
But you do give them a suppression, another suppression token, of course.
Yeah. And they get rid of 1 automatically, right?
Yep.
So do I then even need to... Hold on a moment, let me read this for a moment. Hold on, I'm not going to... In that case, I'm not going to reform. Alright?
Yeah.
I'm just...
So, yeah. Yeah, so you say in the chat, that's what I mean, you still get 3 actions after you disengage. That's what that's what we meant. So if you disengage, you can still trigger your house at called relentless or
Alright, but
yeah,
I cannot use that to... Can I use that still to start another close combat with this rebel unit and use it as a close combat attack?
You could move in their combat, but then you don't displace them.
No, but the combat's fine because I've suppressed it anyway.
Yep.
Is that a thing, chat? Let us know.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Okay, so in that case I will just do that. So he's going to, well, move into combat with these dudes.
Yeah, but then, yeah, okay. So the best thing is to not completely displace the unit leader, of course.
No, so this should be enough, right?
Exactly. So Sabine gets displaced.
Yeah.
I'm gonna place her here, and he's going to be displaced over here, and then you move up to here.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
And Alright, so then I should first have had an aim token, do this, and then smack you with randoms, right?
No, because this engages both your actions.
Both your actions, you're absolutely right. That's okay. So I'm just going to use red randoms.
Yeah.
So 3 white dice, 3 red dice on the veterans.
Yep.
Dewback does 4 hits.
4 hits on the rebels. Rebels. Alright, we need some paint over here. Ooh, only 1 down.
Oh wow.
But the only problem is they are engaged now.
Yeah.
Which I do not like at all.
And you also get a suppression.
Of course. There we go. Okay. Gonna grab a token. What do we have here? We've got a land speeder over here. So he's just gonna do what he does best. And that is moving over here. Moving over here. Try not to lose your passenger. And shoot fierce. Because nobody touches my C-3PO. So aim shoots at Veers. Aim shoot at Veers. Again, he's within range 2. He's nicely within range 2 every turn, so I get another 8 die. And blast Veers. I love this. Take the aim. So there we go. You have a suppression token, so it leaves 5 hits.
For Veers.
5 hits for Veers. Alright.
He blocks 3 of them.
Yeah. How much wounds does he have left?
2 wounds.
2 wounds left. I think you're out activated now, right?
I am, absolutely right.
Okay, interesting. So, I still have a bunch of activations. We've got an ATRT over here, which is going to aim and shoot at Veers in heavy cover. Aim and shoot at Veers in heavy cover with the ATRT.
Yeah.
Alright, ATRT, work your magic. That is pretty impressive.
That's pretty magic.
It is in heavy cover, so I'm going to reroll those 2 hits.
Yeah. Fishing for crits.
No, still the 3 crits.
3 crits. Come on, Veers, don't let me down. No, he does not.
Oh, that is another suppression though. We're just gonna load him up with suppression.
Yeah.
Then we have a trooper unit. I've got a unit of veterans over here. Which do gonna move now. Sadly, they have to give up an aim for this. Go. Move these guys over here. Try to get as much heavy cover as possible. Sadly, I'm gonna check. Next turn is our last turn, right?
Yeah, you're absolutely right, but I replaced the Imperial Discipline for Coordinated Fire because I have really almost never played with that card and I really wanted to try it out.
There we go.
But that would have been a good point, yeah, I could have recovered, with Imperial Discipline I could have recovered Boba Fett, his stims, and used it another round.
Yes. But you did it! Alright, so those are, well, veterans, they moved up because if I'm gonna get rid of Veers, I need somebody to pick up the token, and they are the only valuable unit.
Yeah.
The only target I have to pick them
I
up.
can still drop it though in base contact with my leader.
Okay.
But it's still valid.
Still, but then they
Yeah.
can move. And,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
pick it up. The unit of veterans is going to do something, and now I have to carefully think about what they're going to do because the Dewback cannot pick up the token, right?
He cannot. No. Creature troopers, if I recall correctly, cannot claim or objective token.
Okay. My gun platform doesn't see anything, so it's going to move. It's time to make those high risk moves now, I think. Over here, or maybe a little bit over here, that I can see Veers. Over here. No, I'm not able to see bears. So over there, so I can see.
Stormtrooper.
Stormtrooper is one. Oh, I can make two moves, of course, because you cannot shoot. Okay, keep on moving because fierce is just where it's all about this next turn. So it does have heavy cover, but still feel comfortable about attacking him. Last unit I have is those unit veterans over there. They are going to recover with their action because and if they have two action, they don't do anything else because they're not so stupid to attack the dewback.
Okay.
There we go. Alright, the end of the round.
Yes. So we're going to number 6, right?
Number 6. Man, this is exciting. Exciting to the last activation.
1, 2, 3. 1 suppression down, also for Veers.
So what I always like about playing against you is the sweetness of the game. Where things die so fast, and then one turn, the rest dies on the other side, and it just goes back and forth, back and forth.
I mean, I don't win a lot, but I make people sweat, that's for sure.
You're a winner in my book.
Yeah, thank you. Alright, so this is actually going to be maybe a little bit silly, but also maybe a little bit funny.
Alright, let's switch the camera over.
Yeah.
And we're going to do a nice little overview of where everything is, so everybody has a nice idea of what's going on.
Alright, so the Empire is having a hard time, but they are still fighting till their last breath. So we still have Veers with only 2 wounds remaining right here. He's holding the objective, so he's holding C-3PO by the hand and trying to walk him away from there. And there's a unit of evil veterans standing across him. Then the dewback is in combat with these veterans over here, so they might get chewed up this turn or not, we'll see. And then we also have Sabine with 2 wounds, 3 wounds left remaining on the battlefield, so she's also still a big threat. We have 2 ATRTs who are sort of damaged, but they're still sort of like sentinels standing there, holding their ground, giving a lot of fire support. And then of course the speeder, who is still on full health, but is doing a lot of damage this game.
So let's go to the command card.
Yeah, so this is actually probably pretty funny, but a card from Veers, which is for 2 vehicles, which I do not have, but it is a 2-pip, so...
Okay, I only have standing order, so you do get the initiative. Yeah, it makes sense. Alright, let's switch the camera and start cracking on the final turn.
The final turn.
The only question is, who am I going to give my order? I think I'm gonna go for...
You actually can only give it to Sabine, your ATRTs, or your speeder, because I have a comms jammer on.
Okay, that makes it quite easy. Sabine.
Alright.
Yes.
Let's see who I'm grabbing here. It's the dewback.
The dewback.
So there's 3 guys left, right?
Yep.
Which the most sensible thing probably to do for the dewback is to take an aim token and try to eat those last veterans.
Yep. Alright.
So, actually hold on, do I want an aim token? Because if I do not, I can still charge into somebody else. So I'm not going to take an aim token.
Okay.
I'm just going to try and roll plain old dice without an aim token. So 3, which could be enough.
Okay, we need 1 die with paint on it.
Yes.
Alright,
Oh
we have those veterans.
No!
Oh no, man!
Oh damn.
Okay, that's painful. That's really, really painful.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I cannot pick up that token. I really. All right. I want to charge at Sabine, honestly.
Yeah. Makes sense.
But I also cannot overlap objective tokens.
No.
So.
I don't know if you have full pivot or.
I have. I don't have full pivot. I have a pivot.
It's gonna be difficult.
Yeah, is it in any way possible to charge a beam?
No, the camera. How do we switch the camera?
Oh shit, sorry guys. There we go.
Alright. Yep.
Alright, sorry, so what happened is the dewback, yeah, that you guys probably see, he rolled 3 hits, Mattijs didn't manage to block anything, so the unit of rebel veterans is gone, that was at the objective.
Yeah, painful.
But yeah, I'm not sure how this works. Is there any way that I can charge the beam? Or isn't there?
Question, because you have the objective token there. I just don't know from the top of my head. Yeah, honestly, we can look it up, but it will take a while. So
yeah,
I honestly don't know if you can move over the objective token, or you're not able. I don't think you're able to make that move, honestly, because we just have to make a quick call for the spirit of the game to keep the game rolling.
Yeah, no, it's
and then next time we look it up and we get back to you people what is the right.
I'll just do something different here. That's fine. I will just because there is no way that you're going to get that objective token in your deployment, right? No.
No, speed 3 it's not enough.
No. Alright, so then I'm just going to charge this unit of veterans over here. And
yeah.
That'll be it. I cannot attack because I already did an attack.
Okay, I think that isn't too bad a action. No, anyway.
So that's it.
I am going. Do I going to draw a token or do I move some beam? No, I have to get a. Don't have charge or anything. No, I have to take up a token, which is an ATRT, which is this ATRT over here is going to aim and shoot at the Pierce because I have 2 wounds to go.
2 wounds to go.
Alright. Aim and shoot at Beers.
Ooh, you really need that aim.
Yeah, I really do. 1 crit.
Yeah, so and blocks it.
It does give him a suppression token though.
Yeah, it does.
Oh man. Oh man. It's your turn.
It is. Alright, Veers. I hope I'll pull Veers.
Get the heck out of there.
Yeah, it is. So rally first.
Yep. You get 1 die less to roll because.
Alright, I rolled 3 blanks anyway, so it doesn't matter. So he gets only 1 action.
Luckily for me.
So this ATRD's already went, right?
Yeah, this one went. That
Yeah.
one didn't.
That one didn't. And that one has to roll, yeah. Alright, so probably the best thing to do with Veers is to make a move.
Yep.
Behind the wall.
And hope for the best.
And hope for the best that ATRT don't get 2 actions.
So we have only this unit left, right?
Yeah,
only this unit to start
absolutely.
with. So I am thinking. They are engaged. Sabine doesn't see. She hasn't collected the token yet, so she needs an action to collect it. Oh, this is going to be a really tough one. So I think the best thing to do is activate Sabine.
Yeah.
Grab the objective and
Absolutely.
shoot at the stormtroopers.
Okay.
I think she rolls a rainbow with her pistol with Pierce 1. They are in the open, which is nice. And Pierce 1, which is great. So we do 2 hits.
And that's 2
down.
deaths.
There's the sergeant and a suppression token, of course.
Alright. The mighty Stormtrooper leader. What is he going to do? He is going to roll a white dice to rally. He does rally.
Alright.
But I'm not sure if there's anything left that he can really do that makes an impact on the game. So he's just going to be brave and chase that rebel scum down. So he's going to charge Sabine.
Alright. Yeah, it's not a bad thing to do because now he's saving combat and you deny me some points of killing units. A trooper units. Take a look here. This guy over here is going to aim and shoot at Veers.
Yeah.
Light cover from the suppression.
Yeah.
So 4 black dice with an aim token.
Doesn't the dewback also give?
We're gonna take a look if he is in the way. That's a good thing. I think he gives you light cover or something.
Yeah.
I think we have to draw a line to see if he gets cover or not.
Oh, you also have to put your veterans in cohesion into combat.
So let me.
Oh, and don't forget that 3PO is also.
Yeah. The line doesn't pass the dewback, so I should be okay.
Yeah. So you have to place your veterans in combat.
Yep. Over here.
Thanks, guys.
So, there you go. 4 hits at Veers.
Veers. Minus. Is it already minus the cover?
No. You can take 1 off for the cover.
Yeah. All right. So the dewback wasn't in the way, right?
No.
All right, Veers. Come
on.
on.
Veers.
He blocks 2 of 3, so he has 1 wound left.
1 wound left. Oh no! And I don't think I have a lot of units that will be able to shoot him. The land speeder. We still have the land speeder. You are out activated, right?
I am out activated. Absolutely.
So we're gonna draw another token, which is another trooper unit. That's the unit of veterans over here. They can't do a whole lot. I'm just gonna skip their turn because they can attack and do some damage and stuff, but they cannot even kill the dewback.
Right.
So we're just gonna skip him. The HCRT over here, so I'm gonna roll a die to see if he has 2 actions. He really needs 2 actions.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he can't do anything either. He only gets 1 action, so we're gonna skip his turn as well.
Yeah. Alright.
So that just leaves the land speeder. I think. I've got something. Land speeder over here. It's gonna be interesting because I think he's gonna have some trouble maneuvering here. Because I think he will be able. Wait. I'm gonna take this off. Maybe he fits. It's gonna be a close one, but maybe he fits.
Yeah. Assuming he ignores height 1, right?
Yeah. So, do you fit? He does. Oh, I'm lucking out here. Okay.
Poor Veers. Getting chased by a rebel speeder.
Aiming and shooting at Veers. Come on. 175th time the charm. Shooting at Veers.
Oh my god.
Aiming and shooting.
Please fumble.
I won't call this a fumble.
No, it isn't.
I filled 1. You have suppression.
Yeah.
You need to roll 6 blocks. Okay. Land speeder. Now you gotta win me the match.
Oh, he was close. He was close.
Alright.
It. Down to just 1 stormtrooper remaining.
Yes. And a dewback.
And a dewback, yeah, sorry.
Of course. So this is the end of the game. Which leaves me with R2D2.
Yeah.
And you with nothing. So that means it's a rebel victory!
A rebel victory! Yeah.
Alright. So what I suggest is maybe we're going to switch the camera over there and we can give our feedback of the game. Maybe people have some questions for us that we can answer. So give us a second. Maybe we can...
I can switch to the story screen for a minute, guys. We'll be right back in a minute. Just give us some time to reset the cameras. Yeah, alright, see you soon. Hi guys.
And welcome back. Hi.
Welcome back. Let me open the chat
Chat.
here as well, and let me also get rid of the
Dice cam.
dice cam, so we don't need that
Yeah.
anymore. And open the chat.
Yes.
Here we are,
Yes.
done with the first narrative sort of campaign match, the Crest
Yeah.
Escape Pod. Our very first time we ever played a scenario from one of the expeditions. So what are your thoughts?
Oh man, I really liked it.
Yeah.
We always played the normal objective cards, which are really fine and which are really cool. But this is something completely different, a little bit more chaotic. I really, really enjoyed it. I'm really looking forward to our next mission. So the next mission, we're going to use the ATRT or the Crest ATST
Probably the
expansion,
Crest ATS.
and do one of the 2 scenarios from that one, and we sort of come up with a slight little narrative thing about probably Fierce is dead, so he probably will not be able to fight the next battle or something like that. And I think Cash and Endor won't be able to get there either. So maybe come up with something like that, so sort of to keep the story going. I'm really looking forward to that because it's a nice change of pace for me at least.
Yeah, I really loved it as well. It's almost feels like a shame that this kind of missions aren't in the competitive scene.
Yeah.
I know that might sound a little bit, and it makes sense that they're not, but it almost, the experience you get from it feels like I also really wanted this in some competitive modes as well.
Yeah, but maybe this is also a little bit of a test for the vital assets, because the vital assets have more of a feel like this scenario over here. So I feel we get a little bit like this in vital assets. So
yeah, absolutely. Vital assets, of course, have a lot more sort of like dynamic missions where there's a lot of movement involved, use of different units that we're probably used to. And that was also fun about this mission, actually. There are some of the units that we never really play or don't play a whole lot of, play for the first time, feels better in these kind of scenarios than some of the competitive ones. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I'm also looking forward to the next one.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Maybe what was your thought of your army? Your
really fun. Like we talked about before, we weren't putting down anything super competitive. We were just like, we want to make this a super, fun themed kind of scenario. So I just went with regular stormtroopers as my sand troopers. Throw Dewback in there because you see Dewbacks in the desert, and it was also my first time playing the Dewback. I will tell more about it in a moment.
Yeah, we actually painted it for this.
I actually painted it for just the battle report. Really loved playing Boba Fett once again.
Yeah.
Because most of the time when people are playing Bounty, you see Bosk for good reasons. But I really enjoyed playing Boba Fett again on the field. He was super powerful. His defense was a little bit bad, but the stormtroopers made up for it. So on the other hand, the stormtroopers made up for it. But yeah, he was. I was hoping he had rolled a little bit more blocks because I managed to get the bounty. Yeah. And it was, I haven't been able to do that a lot of times, claim the bounty. So I was super pumped. Like, I got the bounty. I want to escape this scenario. Yeah. I want to win this stuff with the bounty. But the rebels came back with a few strong turns.
It was too powerful, the bounty in this scenario, because man, if the one extra victory points would probably meant that you won the battle if you got the bounty. So it was super important for me to kill Boba Fett.
Yeah. But it came as a surprise that Sabine just whacked 3 wounds off of him. I had hoped the whipcord had a little bit more impact on Sabine, misjudged it a little bit, but it's fine. It's again,
you live and learn.
It was super cool playing Boba Fett once again. So I really enjoyed it. And again, the first time I ever played the Dewback. We have talked about this before. Do I think it's a super competitive unit? No. Do I think it's an amazing fun unit to play? Absolutely. It's just my first game, so I can't really judge that hard, but they're really nice to play. Yeah,
man,
I really like them.
I must say, I think he was on your side of the table probably the man of the match. Yeah. He was tough. So the only thing I could do is ignore it most of the time. But man, it turned 4. I didn't feel like I was able to kill it anyway. So.
Yeah, and that's probably what they do, right? They sort of have this, like Darth Vader, not as big as Darth Vader, but sort of this, they have a control, like this presence on the field that your opponent's like, oh damn, this is like one of these huge Dewbacks that I'm just not going to be able to kill in just one turn. And once he gets in your alliance, he's super annoying. I do believe, I haven't played with the Flamer, but I do believe the long range weapons are more interesting than the Flamer, because you probably just want to get into close combat anyway, and then, you know, use those long ranges in the early turns to, I don't know, give out some suppression or do some damage.
Especially with a gazillion aim tokens on them.
But I really like playing them. I also really want to try, someday I want to try out the combination with Darth Vader, that you can give them a wound and an extra move. I think that's really fun as well. But again, sometimes it's probably because of the short troopers again, sort of if you compare them to the point cost and the stormtroopers, the short troopers, competitive wise, you probably just want to go with short troopers. But who am I to judge? I mean, it's first time playing dewbacks, but again, really love those guys. I'm definitely going to get a second one in the future to, you know, just straight out for fun, play 2 of them in the match.
I must say, I was very scared of them.
All right. I don't think it's your first time playing with the land speeder.
No, I played it.
Have barely played it.
Yeah, once or twice, and up until now, it always disappointed me a lot. This time I thought, okay, I'm not gonna focus on getting a unit on the other side of the table, because normally I choose a commander like Han Solo, put him in, and it's just a lot of eggs in one basket, and then you use him to move it around. It's a very expensive unit to transport one character, and Han Solo is already very expensive, so it just didn't really pan out that well. But now I thought, okay, I'm gonna put him on a flank, so there are not a lot of stormtroopers that be able to fire him, so he maybe can manage to survive 1 or 2 turns, which actually survives the entire game. I must say, on paper, still, for the amount of points, the dice pool that you have is not super impressive. 4 whites, 4 black dice, surge to hit. Yeah,
it is a very scary flanking unit. It is also quite a, you know, a good gun platform unit. It has a lot of firepower. Yeah. But it's probably the same with what I told about the dewback. You're probably going competitive wise. You're going to compare it with tauntauns. Like, okay, for this, I can almost probably field 2 tauntauns, which is probably better. But I mean, that's what I also like about these scenarios. You can, you know, try different units that you normally wouldn't play, and I mean, it's fun to try them out once more, right? Yeah. So.
And the weapon teams, sadly, I have a hard time to use those medium blasters. They die so quickly with only 3 wounds and 3 white saves. It's if you have a unit that can roll 5 hits, the unit is gone. Yeah. And only range 3, man, I have a tough time really liking them.
They are quite scary though if they fire support.
Of course they are, but they need to be able to survive, and they just die so quickly. So it's still not my favorite unit, but it was fun to put him on the table again. Cassian is a very interesting character. He didn't do a lot this turn because he got blasted in one turn, and I think it was a unit of stormtroopers that shot like 5 wounds on him or something.
I'm trying to remember who. No, it was Boba Fett.
It was Boba Fett.
Yeah, it was Boba Fett.
But he lost almost all his wounds in 1 shot, and it was like, okay, I didn't see that one coming.
And I must be honest, once I did it, I was happy, but then afterwards I thought, oh, maybe I should have shot with some stormtroopers first.
To soften them up,
and then finish it with Boba Fett, because now I had I needed an extra turn to take him out, but again, you live and learn. It was a lot of fun. So as I'm reading here from Ace, I believe that's you, Anders, I believe, I'm not sure, but sorry if you're not, but if you are, I agree, the new Stormtrooper weapon, the R297, really looking forward to try that one as well, but I don't have the upgrade packs for the Empire yet. So I might get 1, maybe 2 for probably the next stream, just to try them out, because I'm really excited to try the new weapons out for the Empire. But I still don't have them yet, so that we'll have to wait for the next one.
But 2 weeks to paint it.
Yeah,
should be possible.
But I agree. I believe it's a 1 red, 3 white dice, which is basically with precise 1, all those crazy aim stacking and precise combination for Empire. It's basically more firepower. And indeed, you could potentially probably get the same amount of damage as short troopers, but for cheaper. So I agree. That can be a sort of like an alternative to the competitive scene for the Empire. Empire units.
Cool.
It was again super fun. So we're going to plan in a second one, and we're probably just gonna leave it at a 2-part campaign, because after that we also have other stuff planned. So it's a victory for the rebels.
Definitely.
Which means we have to look for a cool scenario themed around a Empire's defeat.
Yeah, so we're gonna come with something. I'm guessing it's gonna be one of the ATST, because it's just really fun to use these mission packs. And we're gonna make up a little story and some cool armies to keep this story sort of going.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, cool. And just to give a little bit maybe of a sneak peek what's going to happen in the next stream. Of course, General Veers, he's filled mighty Darth Vader. He had this crazy mission about retrieving the droids, so Darth Vader's not happy, which means he has to do some heavy stuff, which means he probably will send down the special forces down, which might be someone called Iden Versio and some crazy other trooper or elite kind of units. Sounds like fun, maybe?
Yeah,
we'll
alright.
see.
We'll see, yeah.
And yeah, you're absolutely right, Anders. There are still some available right there. So I might pick one or two up of those as well. We'll see. We'll see what's happening next match. But again, we're going for a super thematically awesome, just super fun match. That's also fun for you guys to watch. And of course, in the future, we're also going to do some more competitive matches as well.
Yeah.
Probably. And who knows, maybe if people like it, when we can host tournaments again, do some live streaming tables as well.
Definitely, the streaming is going quite well now, so I think we will be able to do live streaming as soon as we're able, of course, to do tournaments, because who knows how long it will take. Here in the Netherlands, the rules are softening up a little bit, so starting next month, we're probably able to have a few people in the store to start playing, so we can maybe have with like 8 or 10 people in the store, but yeah, not enough people for tournaments yet.
No.
So yeah, we have to wait and see how things will go. So for now, we're just going to do some live streams.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, and we're gonna shut down in a minute here. If you guys have any questions, let us know. A few last words. So the next live stream for Legion is planned in 2 weeks. So not next Friday, but the Friday after that. I'm not sure what date is it. I believe the 29th.
It's probably the one,
29th of May. We'll let you guys know a little bit more on Facebook what kind of mission it's going to be. Also going to update a little bit of story arc. And also, like we also told in the last stream, if there's any of you guys who live nearby here or are willing to travel, I guess, maybe, if you also want to be here on a stream for, enjoy a good match of Legion, you're welcome to. But just send us a message so we can work out some things, because we cannot invite everybody at this moment. But yeah, if there's someone out there who's willing to also live stream after our campaign ended, we're just going to look into if we can also invite some other people. Yeah,
we already have 2 people. I think even 3 people already who showed interested. So,
but
it's gonna be really fun.
Just if there's more people, we can always make some sort of waiting list or see what we can do, or maybe even some sort of multiplayer match. Who knows?
Something let 2 people play against each other.
Yeah, because we don't necessarily always have to play. If there's other people, that's fine as well. And also interesting to know, a little bit off topic for Legion, but we're also going to look into live streaming some Marvel Crisis Protocol matches and some Game of Thrones, some of Eyes of Fire miniature game matches as well. But again, keep an eye out on our social media for more details on that as well.
All right, and with that, I think we should close the stream. Thank you all for watching. It was really great. Thanks for all the feedback.
Thanks for the feedback. Yeah, thank you guys. Keep giving feedback, because we're not professionals by any means. We're trying to put some things together, and we're feeling that we're improving every stream again. So adding some new elements. Also, special thanks to you, Anders, for sharing in the Discord our live stream. Also, thank you for the rules clarifications. Thanks everyone for watching. Again, thank you, Ronald, for the 3D printed terrain. We haven't used a lot of it, but again, we're appreciating it because it is awesome terrain, and we're definitely probably going to use that next time as well. Because now we're done in the desert, so we're going back into some city fighting. Yeah. So, once again,
if you like our stream, give us a little like or subscribe on the channel, and so you can keep up to date with our next streams. So have a great night, and see you guys next time.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye-bye.